from humble beginnings.
Started training like I want more, you know. I don't want just one belt, I want more.
To hometown hero.
My city has always been backing me since day one.
To historic.
And there's the final horn! The fighting pride of Omaha, Nebraska, USA.
The first man in the four-belt era to go undisputed in 3 weight classes. Now, KETV is celebrating the champ, one of the all-time greats from right here in Omaha.
Welcome to the Terrence Bud Crawford Parade, City of Omaha. We are here at 19th and Farnham. We are so excited to bring you this coverage right now. I'm going to step out just real quick for you, just so you get a little taste of what is going on. Look at all these people. We are excited. People are lined up to get ready for that parade. I just want to say we've got people all along the parade route. We've got people at every single block going down to the end finale at 10th and Harney, and then into the riverfront, Heartland of America Park. People are so excited. They're getting in line. They are ready to go. So just a couple of minutes ago, we had a little press conference with Terrence and the Bud Crawford. People are so excited. They're getting in line. We got kids all around. The champ, Terrence Bud Crawford. We had Mayor Ewing, Governor Jim Pillen. Got sound from them. They were excited and just getting us ready for this amazing celebration the City of Omaha put together for our champ.
We made it to the top. No matter how we made it, you know, and, you know, it's definitely a test to say that anything is possible if you know, work hard at it and you believe in yourself and you have the faith to keep going no matter what the obstacles is put in front of you, and you can achieve anything. So, you know, I practice that to the kids because, you know, coming from Omaha, nobody thinks you're capable of doing extraordinary, well, you know what I'm trying to say. Kind of nervous. The big stuff. Yeah, you know what I mean? So they just think small town, you know, we don't have no great athletes. We don't have no great actors, rappers, you know, nothing. They just look over us and everything that we do. You know, and most of the people that make it from Omaha, they don't come and give back, or they leave and don't turn around and look back. You know, so it was very important for me to stay in Omaha to give those young individuals hope and to be able to see, you know, a person that's at the top of the world in a craft and in a sport, to be able to say he's still here and I can actually physically see him and touch him, and to know that it's possible. So, you know, I think that's very, you know, critical for these young individuals, because when you're looking at them, they just need an outlet and motivation. And I'm that motivation for them to, you know, succeed in whatever it is in life. You know, they see me and they...
Yeah, that parade just getting started. Mayor John Ewing Jr. just passed us, but look behind us, we've got cheerleaders from Bryan High School. They look so good, or dance team actually. But hey, we've got so many people on the parade route. We've actually got our Stormwatch 7 in the parade. Get a 360 view of that. Sean Everson is there, and Sean, I think he's getting ready to come on down. How's it feeling out there?
Yeah, Waverly, we're inside Stormwatch 7 right here, just west of 20th and Farnham near the Rose Theater. Out in front of us, we've got dozens of classic cars, but just moments ago, we captured on our roof cam, which we can get a 360 angle outside of Stormwatch 7. Terrence Bud Crawford walking through the crowd, meeting with a lot of the folks here with all these incredible classic cars, making his way to his float. So we're getting going, getting excited, and of course the weather could not be more perfect for the Victory Parade today.
All right, I just want to have you guys listen to this amazing music out here. We've got a band going on. You know, we love to see all of this support for Omaha. Give you a little listen. Guys, I have to remind you, this was done in like a week, all of this planning. It's exciting to see. We did this 2 years ago, but this time I think this parade is a lot better. This is bigger, better. This shows Omaha. Terrence Red Crawford talked earlier about feeling like he was an underdog, and I feel like Omaha's the same way. We're underdogs, so we show out for our city, we show out for our champs, and we love it. We've got people along the crowd here talking to fans, how things are going. Anna Baining's actually out a couple blocks down. We'll send it to her and see how she's feeling. Anna, can you see the parade coming down?
Yes, Waverly, we are here at 15th and Farnham. You can see the parade route starting to come down. Mayor John Ewing Jr. making his way down. But I'm here with some young fans who are just as excited as we are to talk about the parade. And guys, what are the emotions like this morning?
It feels great.
How excited are we?
Good.
Yeah?
Great.
And there's actually a picture of this young man right here and Terrence Crawford holding him when he was a baby. These are family friends. How excited are you to see him coming down the street?
Great.
Yeah, and we were talking about earlier how one day it would be pretty cool for you guys to be in the ring boxing yourself. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, you watch. Well,
yeah. So what are we looking forward to for the parade here? Any floats? The what?
some excitement.
Some excitement, yeah, lots of excitement. There's bubbles here. We've seen a lot of fans. It's just astounding how this has just grown in like 30 minutes, but we are all getting excited here. Anything else you'd like to say about Bud Crawford? Any words of congratulations, guys?
I'm happy for the win that he won for the row, for the best boxer in the row.
Yeah, and what have you seen out here so far? The parade's making its way down, but what have you seen?
I see some police officers and some people marching, and I'm so excited for the march.
You're so excited.
I don't have like nothing to say, but can I just say something?
You want to say something about that?
Yes. Follow me on TikTok. My name is Quincy.
Thank you. Well, Waverly, lots of fun here. We're here again at 15th and Farnham. We're going to send it back to you and see how things are looking down your way.
That is awesome, Anna, and really it's exciting because so many people are going to be able to get a view of the parade as it keeps going down to the Heartland of America Park. We're so excited. We actually have Bill Shammer, Julia Cornell waiting down there, waiting for that parade to get there, waiting for that celebration to continue. We're going to send it to them to just see how things are going. Bill?
Oh.
Julie?
Hey, Tyler. Amber said keep following. He's got it.
Waverly, it looks like so much fun down there. We are live at Heartland of America Park. This is where everything ends. We are just west of the Missouri River, the stage behind us. The vibes are high, the music is flowing. The champ will be here soon. Julie,
the excitement is building.
It's going to be a good day.
You know, what I like about this day is that it's really a community event. There are businesses involved in the parade, city officials, kids groups, banks, you name it. Everyone is claiming the champ because the champ claims Omaha as home, and we love that. We want to celebrate with it.
Speaking of the champ, right here, back of his shirt, 42-0. You know, undefeated, three-time, three-division, undisputed champion. This is our live look from Stormwatch 7, giving you 360-degree views of the parade all morning.
And Terrence Crawford's message is really one for everyone. He spoke at UNO's graduation.
You were there for your daughter's graduation.
My daughter graduated from UNO in May, and he was the keynote speaker. And he talked about it's great when everything is going fine in your life, but what happens when you get punched in the face? You know, how do you get up and start over again? And I think that message is timeless for graduates and anyone. And it's that fighting spirit that he's had all these years that's made him a leader.
He has fought in weight class after weight class after weight class, gaining weight and winning, gaining weight and winning. Undefeated, 42-0. Most recently, of course, the 168-pound weight class where he defeated Canelo Alvarez.
There's Mayor Ewing and his staff. They're going to walk the 9-block route.
Right, this all kicked off at about 19th and Farnham. They'll gradually make their way to 10th and Harney before everything wraps up here at Heartland of America Park, where there'll be about an hour and a half celebration with a lot of speakers, appearances from Husker football, and of course finishing with the champ.
They have quite the program lined up, and they did this in really short order.
They did. Yeah, I mean, it's really impressive. A lot of people wanted it done that first week. There's a Husker game on that Saturday, so I think they're pretty intelligent, pretty smart, waiting for a bye week. What are we looking at right now? This is the start of the parade at 19th and Farnham. Again, we've seen the mayor. We've seen the Rosendo band and float. It looks like I can't quite make it out, but there are more than 60 sponsors and participants, entries in this parade. So it's going to take a while to weave through downtown Omaha.
There's also a host of classic cars at the end. Firefighters and police are represented. So I see the Orbit bus. No.
Hey, you've done a lot with Orbit. It's important to... I'm sorry, I'm going to ask our director one more time, our producer one more time. Sarah, what was that?
Oh.
All right, hey, let's go to sports reporter Matt Satilli. Matt, who are you with?
Hey, Bill. Hey, Julie. We are at the end of the line here at 10th and Harney, where the parade will be coming down. Fans are starting to line up here, including some of my friends, Tatiana, Renee, and Cheryl. They came dressed accordingly. How excited are you guys for this today?
Very, very excited. It's good to be able to celebrate somebody that is from our hometown and has basically been doing it big since the very beginning. So very, very happy for him. Congratulations again on your big win, and it's going to be a party, so yeah.
Tatiana, you said that it's great to have someone representing where you guys are from. What does Bud mean to this city? How much joy does it give you guys to see the success that he's had?
It's great joy. It really is, because I think that people don't really, they know about Omaha, but Bud has kind of put a whole new light to the life in Omaha, and he's so down to earth, very humble. Although he's got to be this big fighter, he still stays right here. And he still is in the community doing all the things that he's doing and mixing and bringing people together, and that's awesome. So I think that it's wonderful for the city.
All right, we were talking off camera. Where were you guys for the last parade 2 years ago?
I was at work. Not today.
I was right here celebrating in the streets. We was out in the streets celebrating.
Well, even though you guys were at work 2 years ago, you weren't going to miss this one today. All right, when Bud comes down, can you guys practice? What's going to be the reaction from you guys?
Go, Bud! That's the goal. Yes.
Lots of fans here getting ready to celebrate the champ. I think you guys are ready. Plenty more here are. Bill and Julie will send things back to you guys.
That was classic. Thanks for practicing the reaction.
Yeah. Pete, I love what they said about how this is a celebration, not just for Bud Crawford, but for Omaha, and how he has, in everything he has done, in every fight, you'll find the Nebraska N. You'll hear him talk about Omaha. Maybe it'll be on his shorts, that he has never forgotten about his hometown. Let's go to Pete Cudahy live at 13th. Yep. Hey, Pete.
Hey, Bill, Julie, we're here at 13th and Harney along the parade route. Now, it's going to be a little bit of time until Terrence and the rest of the parade make their way down, but everybody here is really excited. With the same idea in mind, we're celebrating our champion. Now, I actually met somebody who has a connection to Terrence Crawford. Wardell, tell me how you know, or tell me who you know who's related to Terrence Crawford.
Well, I used to work with Terrence's mom, Deborah, at Campbell Soup, so he's always been a good fan of mine, so I'm looking forward to Nebraska doesn't play today, so it's a beautiful day out, so I'm just glad to be here. So.
And how important is it to have somebody like Bud Crawford for the city of Omaha?
It's very important because Bud is, to me, is like a role model. He gives back to the city, so I'm very proud of that.
How excited are you to be here today now?
Oh, I'm very excited to be here. I got up super early so I could be here for this occasion.
Oh, that's great. And what are you most excited to see on the parade route?
Just all the people and all his fans and everything. So I'm just happy to be here.
That's great. Thank you, Wardell. Appreciate it. And as you guys can see behind me, people are starting to march down, and we're just waiting for the parade to keep going. But I'll send it back to you guys.
Pete, thank you. Yeah, Mayor Ewing just passing by right behind you.
Let's check back in with Waverly, who's at 9th and Farnham. Hey, Waverly.
People passing. I'm here with Ochanda. How's it going this morning?
Man, this is awesome. Like, this is live. Look at it.
I know.
Look at it. So many people. They had a plane going by that said, "Welcome home, champ." What could you ask for?
Absolutely. Were you here a couple years ago?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. You're here supporting the champ. Tell me a little bit. Have you been following his success and everything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not the most purist boxer fan, but Bud was somebody that, he's from Nebraska, so why not? And then every fight, especially, I can't remember the opponent, but it was when he had dreads and he got hit real hard. So ever since then, I've been following him close.
It's crazy to think that he's undisputed. He's won all of his matches. That is insane. And people are really showing out. How does it feel to be in the middle of all of this and just feel that pride coming through?
We're witnessing history, honest to God. We don't have any professional sports teams, so this is the best thing yet. Bud the champ.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. And that's really what we're feeling out here. We're feeling pride. We are feeling the moment. And we're in Omaha. This is my city. This is Bud City. This is our city. We're here. We're out here. We're having so much fun. I'm going to just step out here so you can see the crowd coming through. Look at all these people here. Sometimes it's a little hard for them to stay on the sidewalk, but because they just want to be in the crowd, they just want to get in that moment. We've seen so many people, cheerleaders, dance teams, Mayor John Ewing, and it just keeps on coming. I can't even almost put into words how we're feeling out here. It is just so awesome. And I know that more is coming your way. Hopefully, eventually, I know the anticipation is building, Bill and Julie, that they're going to be there. Eventually, they'll make it to Heartland of America Park. But right where I'm standing, we are having so much fun.
Oh, for sure. And Team Crawford really says it all. It's a community event and a celebration with the community for the community.
Let's go now to Stormwatch 7. Sean Everson, meteorologist. They got a live shot of Bud Crawford, his 42-0 shirt. Sean, I just would like to say thank you. Thank you for this beautiful, perfect Saturday morning.
You know, at the end of September, you never know what we're going to get here in Omaha, but Mother Nature delivering for Bud Crawford in this amazing victory parade. Couldn't ask for better weather. Sun is shining, temperatures near 70 degrees with a light north breeze. Perfect conditions to come support the champ. And we're getting some movement along the line. We've got dozens of classic cars that are rolling through. We're about to join the parade line, and from our view on top of our Skywatch 7, we've got a view of the champ sitting in the float. A lot of folks out here, B&B Academy, they've got a float. Of course, Team Crawford out here and some Nebraska players as well. We've got a ton of people getting ready to join the line. So the parade's already started, but it's only going to get better and better as we go along.
Good stuff, Sean. Thank you. Another live look at that parade. Everybody just taking a leisurely Saturday stroll. Eventually, they'll get down here to Heartland of America Park.
Oh, there are so many entries in the parade. Kids dancing, cheer teams, drill teams, boxing club, B&B.
Of course, B&B, right? I believe. Let's go live to Pete Cudahy. Pete, what do you have for us?
Hey, Bill. Yeah, so we saw the first group of people come through. We saw Mayor Ewing pass by. Right now, I'm with Jesus. Jesus, tell me why you came out today.
I came out tonight because I love Omaha. I love how Terrence Crawford, he's putting everyone on the map for us. Sold my parlay. I was rooting for Canelo, but I love Terrence Crawford, you know.
How big of a deal do you think it is that now he's 42-0, he beat Canelo, and at this point, there's an argument that he is the greatest boxer, at least of this generation.
He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. There's nothing left. I don't know what else he can do, but the champ will have to prove us right once again.
What do you think's next for Terrence Crawford? Do you think he takes any more fights? Do you think this is it?
I think this might be it, but maybe down the line he'll have to face Jake Paul. I'm just kidding.
You know, maybe for some money. Maybe maybe down the line.
Oh yeah, have to.
All right, guys. Well, we'll bring it back to you in the studio. It looks like we've got another float coming by. So I don't know if we want to stay here just looking at that there, but oh, it looks like we got a mariachi band. Now, I think that is the same band that played when Terrence Crawford did his walkout. We had the opportunity to speak with the singer earlier in the week. Take a look right there. You can hear it. The people are just loving it. All right, Bill, Julie, we're going to send that back to you.
Hey, Pete, thanks. You know, our studio is at Heartland of America Park today. We are blessed, aren't we, with great weather. We have music.
It's just a perfect day, a great day to celebrate Omaha and check out the classic cars. There are dozens of classic cars that'll make their way through the parade, from Chevy Caprices to Monte Carlos to lowriders to Hummers to a 69 Buick Skylark, an Escalade, a 24 Dodge Ram. You got a cool car?
Oh my
Maybe
gosh.
it's in the parade.
And the tricked out cars on two wheels.
I know. Look
at engineering feat.
Lowriders at their finest. So we are celebrating the champ, right? He beat Canelo Alvarez on Netflix 2 weeks ago now.
What was the crowd to watch? It was incredible, wasn't it?
It was incredible. It was in Las Vegas, right? It was at Allegiant Stadium, sold out, 70,000 people. On top of that, it was on Netflix, so it was more accessible for people, right? It wasn't on pay-per-view. You didn't have to pay $100. You just had to have a Netflix subscription. Turned out 42 million people watched that fight. The most watched boxing match of the 21st century.
Terrence Crawford putting Omaha on the map.
Making us proud. Let's go to Anna Benning. Anna, how are you doing? Where are you at?
Bill, Julie, I'm at 15th and Farnham. Ollie the trolley just went by. Omaha Supernovas dancers, lots of fun, lots of kids, lots of candy. I'm here with Nalante, and Nalante has been best friends with Bud's sister for over 30 years. Tell me about that relationship.
We just grew up together in the neighborhood, and we fell in love with each other as best friends.
Yeah, so you've seen Bud kind of grow up along the years here in Omaha. What's that been like?
He's different. He always been humble. He always been himself, playful, active, but he always stayed focused on what he wanted to do in life.
And you told me earlier when we were talking that you always knew that he would be a champ. Tell me more about that, and how did you know?
His demeanor, his determination.
And what's it like seeing him finally get his flowers here in his hometown?
I love it. Everybody else knew he was an amazing boxer, amazing person, and Omaha has been with him since day one.
Sure.
And you said that you have a lot of family that's been in this parade. We just saw your niece who was dancing. What's that been like?
Well, we love Omaha.
Yeah. What is it about Omaha that you love so much?
I guess I grew up here and never left, so Omaha is being like a staple to the community, helping, reaching out with each other, helping one another as neighbors.
Awesome. A very meaningful and special parade. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us. We're going to keep enjoying the parade here. It looks like we got big brothers and big sisters of the Midlands coming up here to my left, and lots more fun, but we're just waiting to see Bud here in this parade at 15th and Farnham. Julie, Bill, back to you.
Anna, thank you. Of course, they're always looking for more volunteers at Big Brother, Big Sisters. Hey, I do want to let you know, if you're watching this and you're like, I want to be there, I want to go, there's free parking until 2 o'clock, and you probably still have about an hour until events kick off here.
Parking at all the meters. There's free parking in several garages, too. And this is live music behind us. This woman has a gorgeous voice.
It's incredible.
This is just her sound check. I can't wait for the real performance. Let's check in with Waverly on the parade route. Hey, Waverly.
Hey, Julie, Bill, we are just keeping things coming. I love that I actually get to be at the front of the parade, because I get a little first view of what's going on. I'm going to step out so we can see here. We saw the classic cars go by, which was so cool. Hey, how are you? I'm seeing people I know. It's so fun. We've got Boys and Girls Club. We've got some other people come. Oh, look at these little cars here. Hey, how are ya? How awesome is it that you're in this parade right now?
It's wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah. How important is it for you to support the champ?
Well, you know, I grew up with his uncle, so I know the whole family.
Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. Well, I'll let you keep going, but I just want to get a little snippet in here of the parade here. And they're giving out candy. It is so cool. I'm so excited. Earlier we heard Kendrick Lamar's "They Not Like Us," and I gotta tell you, they ain't. They're not like us, because Omaha does it big, y'all. We gotta do it big for the bud, the champ, you know? So we're really excited to be out here, and I'm gonna send it back to you guys down at Heartland of America Park. I just gotta say, things are moving, they're grooving, and the crowd just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and you know what? We show out for our city.
Amen, Waverly. We do show out for our city. Thank you.
Hey, we have this new storm vehicle that we are super proud of, and so we put it in the parade, Stormwatch 7. Let's check in with Sean Everson, who is actually in the vehicle on the parade route. Hey, Sean.
Hey, Julie and Bill, I mean, we're in the line now on Farnham Street. We're still past 20th. I mean, it sounds like it's rocking. Farther east where everyone's at right now, but the crowd's getting bigger and bigger. We still got a ton of classic cars who have yet to move through. Then you'll see the new Stormwatch 7 vehicle here from KETV, and behind us, on top of it, we've got our 360 camera. We've seen Bud. They're getting the floats ready. They'll be behind us. Of course, the finale, waiting for the champ. So we're waiting our turn in line, but just seeing all the people out here already. The atmosphere, you can already feel it, electric out here, and only going to get even more exciting as we continue through this morning.
Clouds in the sky. Is that expected to change at all over the next couple hours?
Oh no, the weather's going to be fantastic the entire morning. I mean, we couldn't really draw it up any better. Get a little front come in this morning, give us a little north breeze. We get the sunshine, but temperature's right around 70 degrees right now. Picture perfect all morning and even into the afternoon.
Hey, Sean, we broke out the Storm Chaser vehicle at the parade, but what's the real use for it? What applications do you see for it when we're covering severe weather?
Oh yeah, this is going to be a game changer. We'll be able to give you a live forecast anywhere we go, whether it be in the summertime during storm season and severe weather season, or in winter time where we're tracking blizzards or winter storms. Where this vehicle goes, we can give you live forecast updates throughout. So we've got some temperature sensors right here. The road temperature right now 74 degrees. Of course, it's warming up today. We got a lot of sunshine today, but we can give you views in front, behind, all the way around, and even on those mornings, hopefully that we don't see for another 5-6 months, that we'll be able to show you the conditions on the road in real time. So this is going to be quite game changing here with our weather coverage here from the Weather Now, or not the Weather Now, our Omaha's weather leader. But again, we can't appreciate the weather enough here celebrating Bud today as this parade progresses.
It's one of those tools that we're so excited to have that we can't wait to use, but hope we don't have to use too much.
Right, and for winter weather, it's going to be great.
It's going to be
road
amazing.
Conditions, all those things. Hey, Matt Satilli's along the route. Let's check in with him.
Hey, Bill. Hey, Julie. Stuff starting to get a little bit more loud, a little bit more busy here on 10th and Harney. This is where the parade finishes up. Lots of people in Bud Crawford gear. Also, lots of Nebraska gear on hand, too. Of course, Bud Crawford and the Huskers go hand in hand. I'll take a step aside here. As you look at the scene, Matt Rule has been a vocal supporter of Bud Crawford, and Rule has also used Crawford as motivation for his team. He said, "No stage is too big when you believe in yourself and put in the work." Of course, Crawford led the Huskers out of the tunnel wearing his new 168 jersey last week against Michigan to signify his super welterweight title, his super middleweight title rather. Bud Crawford, the 3-time undisputed champion. Stuff starting to get a little bit busier, as I mentioned down here. Lots of cameras out, lots of phones as people get ready to welcome the champ here at the end of the parade route. So just getting started, lots of exciting stuff going on, and it's only going to get busier and more exciting.
Matt, thank you. You mentioned that Husker connection. Of course, Bud Crawford leading Nebraska out of the tunnel last week against Michigan in that 168 Nebraska jersey, which was
And
so
Matt
cool.
Rule, friends with Bud Crawford and embracing everything that he is. Just loves his fighting spirit and the energy that he brings.
It's been a great marriage.
It has. It has.
Let's go live to Anna Baining right now. Hey, Anna.
See this big inflatable Superman. Crawford Roofing and Gutters coming by now, and check out these cars right after this big red van. They're doing some funky stuff here on the streets in downtown Omaha. You can just see all the excitement, but this crowd has been loud, excited this whole way through. I can't imagine what it's going to be like once Bud comes by, but there's lots of kids here, lots of candy being thrown out, and just a lot of love and support for the hometown hero, Bud Crawford. You can see just streets, and we're right next to these duo apartments here across the street, and you can see people at the top of the apartment complex just watching from down below. They're waving at people. Truly one community that's united here, and just a lot of excitement. But we'll check back in with you guys shortly and see how things are moving along on our end. Back to you.
Thanks, Anna. That's really one benefit of living downtown and in the old market. You have a front row seat to all the action.
Look out your window, go on the rooftop.
Right.
Great view.
So I noticed that the Omaha Fire Department Color Guard has arrived for the ceremonies here at the park, and they led the parade. So this is the parade is starting to
talk about how big it is. There are people who haven't started yet, and then people who have arrived 3/4 of a mile down the road. Let's go live to Waverly Monroe. Hey, Waverly.
Okay, look at all of, we have to stop for the dogs. You know, they're so darn cute. We've got, looks like little pit bulls, we got Frenchies. This is just part of the parade, and it's so awesome. The city of Omaha spent about a week and a half, 2 weeks putting this together, and it's going off flawless without a hitch. Team Crawford in the parade, everyone is so excited to be out here. You can see no obstacles. Can you do 20 push-ups? That's what it says on the card there. I can't. Hey, drop down and give me 20. Do it for the news. Do it for the news. Do 20. Hey, 1, 2, 3. Yes!
Poor guy.
10. Can he do it? Woo! Yes, he keeps going. Thank you so much. Hey, how awesome is it for you to be out here today?
I love it. Hey, see everybody together, family.
Yes.
Good.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. And that's just the oh, I'm so sorry. I'm live right now. Lots of kids, people asking questions. People are just excited to be out here. They just want to be involved and celebrate the champ. Bill and Julie, have things made it down to your way yet?
They're starting to.
They're starting to
trickle down. Pete Cudahy's on the route, though, and he has another view of what's happening from his vantage point. Hey, Pete.
Hey, Julie. Yeah, as you said, things are trickling down. We just saw Boys Town. We just saw one of the Omaha Fire Department's trucks. And so we got here earlier today, around 8 o'clock, and this was one of the first people that I met, Amy. Now, Amy, could you show me the picture that you showed me earlier?
Right here.
Here, could you show the camera?
It's right here.
So that's Amy and Terrence Crawford. Amy, how did you come to get this picture?
I met him at the airport last year. I was the day after my birthday. I met him at the Eppley Airfield, and he was very humble and took a picture with me. And you know, he's just a good guy, and he never forget where he come from. You know, he will never forget Omaha, and he has a street named after him. And he just to see him humble and put God first, you know, throughout, because that's what he need. That's what, you know, without God, he has nothing. You know, we are nothing without him. And the fact that Terrence can, you know, acknowledge that, you know, it's very special. That a lot.
Definitely. And earlier, before we were on camera, we were talking a little bit about the importance of Terrence giving back to the community, having a B&B Boxing Academy where the youth can come for free and, you know, it gets them in a safe spot. How important is that?
It's very important because this generation really needs help, you know, and there's a lot of mental illness going on, and a lot of people, they don't know how to ask for help, and, you know, these type of, you know, things that he got going on is helpful for these young kids.
It's definitely, it's great for the community. Yeah. Amy, thank you so much. We're going to take another live look at the parade right now. So we've got people coming in with Team Crawford shirts. And some Team Crawford, we're seeing some Crawford roofing pickup trucks as well. Those are coming your way right now. Now, we're going to toss it back to you guys. Bill, Julie, we'll talk to you later.
There's a load of vendors lined up at Heartland of America.
Yeah.
All local vendors, so I had to buy some
At least
cheese
a dozen
corn.
or so. You went with the cheddar popcorn.
Still popping gourmet popcorn, but
Yeah.
she says they make this one, too, that is cheddar and caramel corn mixed. She said it's their hottest
It's
variety.
as good as it gets.
I know, I know.
We got, looks like we got some Creighton Blue Jays. Let's go live to Anna Baining right now. Hey, Anna.
Yeah. Hey guys, yeah, the Blue Jays just passed by. We saw Billy the Blue Jay who came right up to the camera. He was having a lot of fun, and this morning just keeps getting better and better. The excitement here is growing with time and as this parade keeps going on. And I'm here with Rhonda, and Rhonda is a longtime Husker fan, as you can see, and obviously loves Omaha, loves Bud Crawford. Why did you come out this morning?
I came to support Omaha, Nebraska, and Bud Crawford.
Yeah.
He's my favorite.
And why is he your favorite? What makes him so great?
He does so much for the community. You know, I like the way that he looks up to the kids. You know, he's giving back to the community. So, yeah.
Yeah, and why do you think kids should look up to him, and he's a great role model for them?
You know, because he's a father of 7, you know, number one, and he takes really good care of his kids, you know, so I know, I'm so proud of him.
And being from Omaha, what is it like to see him just kind of grow into this role as a true hero for a lot of people here?
I didn't hear what you just said.
Seeing him as a hero and just knowing that he's from Omaha, what is that like for you, being from the same city as him?
You know, for me, my kids are grown, you know, and to watch him do something for my kids didn't have that, what he's doing for the community now, so I'm so proud of him.
Great example here. Thank you, Rhonda. Well, you can see all these dancers beside me. There's a lot of dancing going on here. Again, we're here at 15th and Farnham, and wow, these ladies have some moves here, and they just keep rolling down the street. And again, it's only going to keep getting better and better. And they are heading towards the Gene Leahy Mall now. Coming up behind them, we have Centris Federal Credit Union in their purple. You'll know them by that purple. That's so prevalent here, but still lots of candy being thrown out, lots of bubbles, and lots of fun. We'll send it back to you guys.
We have a live shot of Terrence Bud Crawford. How many belts does one man need? You never have enough.
Well, you know, this video, this live shot of Terrence Crawford with his belt speaks volumes because he was just letting the kids pass it around and hold it. So
he is the undisputed junior welterweight.
Look, he needs 4 people to carry his belt.
Super middleweight. He can't carry him all himself. This is our view from Stormwatch 7. Let's go to Waverly Monroe. She's at 19th and Farnham, right where that parade kicks off. Waverly, I'm still impressed by the push-ups that we saw last time, and he finished with the clapping push-ups.
All right, hey, I'm gonna just really quick because we don't want to miss it. Go to those drums over there. That was so awesome. It just making us all hype out here. Now, how does it feel to be out here hanging out with us?
Oh, it's wonderful. I feel great.
Yes. And have you been following Terrence Bud Crawford? I mean, he is undisputed. He's Omaha's champ. This got to feel good to be out here.
Oh, my goodness, to come straight out of Omaha, Nebraska. Is anything good come out of Omaha? Yes, Bud.
Some people think of us as a small little town, a flyover city. We're not that. We know we're not that.
Oh, no, never, honey. Omaha, corn huskers all day long.
mean, just to see that everyone in the city has come together to really support Bud Crawford, that's got to feel good. That's got to put some pride into us.
Yes, it's a beautiful feeling to see everybody come together. No fight, no argument, just clean, good fun with each other, loving on each other. And Bud made history right here in Nebraska.
Are you excited to see him? I can't wait for him to come.
I can't wait for him to come out. I can imagine this crowd.
I know they're going to have to hold us back. You're like, let me at him.
Right.
Well, what's your name?
Thank you, Cheryl.
Cheryl, thank you so much. Yes. I mean, and really, this is just the people that I've been hanging out with all morning. People have been here so earlier than us, really. And you could just see, we had Omaha Tribe go by, which was really cool to see. Drums, dancers, dance teams, performances. It is so awesome to be right here at the start of the parade, get to witness firsthand all the people that are coming down, all the people that worked so hard to get here about a week and a half, the city putting it on. And I really got to say that when Mayor John Ewing Jr. says, "One Omaha," I feel it today. I understand what he's talking about, and I think a lot of people out here understand too. Bill, Julie?
Waverly, thank you. We have to give our kudos to the city and to Mecca and everything they have done to put this parade together, this event together in such a short period of time, navigating construction and road closures. It's just a really impressive feat.
Trying to figure out security, getting the lineup for the parade, getting permits for the vendors, just getting everything lined up has been an incredible feat.
Everywhere we look, we have reporters stationed at multiple spots along this route. It's 4 to 5 people deep for nearly a mile-long stretch, which is so
just
cool.
A fantastic turnout.
Let's go to KETV's Matt Satilli. Matt, what do you have for us?
Well, Bill and Julie, Omaha and Bud Crawford are synonymous, but it's not just people who are originally from Omaha that are in Bud's corner. I'm here with Jen, and Chad. Now, Chad, you're from Omaha, but the Jens, you guys are not. How have you come to love and appreciate Bud Crawford? And tell us quickly where you guys are from.
I'm originally from South Dakota, and I just love that he brings the community together and he supports people, and it's just amazing that everybody's around here supporting him now, and he pours into the community, and so we should pour into him.
Jen, you've got the T-shirt on. Tell me where you got it.
I got it at his last parade here when he was 2-time undisputed. Now it's great to celebrate his 3rd time undisputed. I'm from Washington State, so I've been here longer than I've been in my hometown, so I just love what Bud does for the community and the young kids. I have plenty of friends that their kids and young adults are in his program, so I just think he's just an amazing role model for young kids.
And Chad, for you mentioned that you've been fortunate enough to watch him fight a handful of times here in Omaha. How would you describe that? What is a Bud Crawford fight like?
Bud's incredible. He's the best fighter in the world. He's a hometown Omaha boy, just like I am, and that's one of the reasons I'm attracted to him. And I just love watching Bud fight and what he does for the community. He's my favorite boxer.
If Bud got off his parade route and you guys had a chance to talk to him, what would you want to say to Bud?
I'm proud to be an Omaha person supporting him. Like, it's just great. I'm just proud. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Whether you're from South Dakota, the West Coast, right here in Omaha, everybody roots for Bud. And as you can see, Bill, you mentioned 4 to 5 people deep. We haven't even gotten to the heart of the parade here at 10th and Harney, and it is already starting to fill up as we anticipate Bud Crawford coming down this way. Lots of excitement. Send things back to you.
Leave it to Matt Satilli to find the out-of-towners in a crowd of Omahans. Good job, Matt. Hey, tomorrow's a special day.
Is it?
It is. It's Bud Crawford's birthday.
So this is a celebration for his championship.
And turning 38.
And turning 38.
There's going to be a big party tonight at the Steelhouse. It is ticketed.
Everybody wants to know if he's going to fight again. I wonder if he's going to hint at anything in his speech.
We'll have to listen in and find out. There's a host of people speaking this afternoon. There's a DJ down here at Heartland America Park, a couple of MCs, Michael Severe, Josh Jones. We have performers doing the national anthem and the Black national anthem. The mayor will speak, Omaha City Council.
Representation from the Husker football team will be here. And of course, it'll finish with the champ, who you're looking at right there. 42-0. I believe this is still our shot from Storm from Stormwatch 7. Sean, so what I'm gathering is that there are people, including you, who haven't even started on the parade yet?
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering how much fun you guys are having down the parade line, because since you last checked in here, I mean, we still got the view of Bud on his float, but we've probably moved about 10 feet in the last 15 minutes. Just, I mean, and there's still so many people we can see on the parade route. We've got dozens of classic cars still to come, and then Stormwatch 7 will be driving by, and then behind us, we've got all the floats, and then the champ to close it out. So, I mean, we're just sitting back enjoying the show and seeing the sights and hearing all the just the praise for everything today, and how it's just been so fun so far. And I mean, we're barely getting into it. We're just scratching the surface. We still got a lot more to go here today. Bill, Julie.
Of course, we have people at the parade from Omaha, from Lincoln, from Nebraska, from Western Iowa, but we found even more people from South Dakota.
Yes, we love our out-of-towners. Let's check in with Pete Cudahy. Hey, Pete.
Hey guys, yeah, speak of the devil, like Matt Satilli found somebody from South Dakota, I did too. So I'm with Gary, who drove all the way from the Black Hills. Gary, tell me, why did you make the long drive?
Well, I grew up in this area. I was Metro champion in wrestling. I wrestled for the University of Nebraska, and I had a ranch out in western Nebraska, and I ended up around my family's place in the Black Hills of South Dakota, Spearfish, and I kept, kind of connecting with what's going on down here. And my daughter wanted me to have a little family reunion in the Omaha area, and I saw this Terrence Crawford, and I wrestled with guys like Curly Alexander, Don Benning, just some great athletes in the Omaha area. So I'm really proud of Terrence Crawford and the multicultural diversity here in the Omaha area.
Yeah, amazing. As the entire city is. I think everybody is extremely proud of Bud. Now it's about an 8-hour drive. I made that drive about a month ago. How excited are you to be here?
Oh, it's terrific. I was here a couple hours ago, and I was a little concerned there wouldn't be a turnout, and man, the cultural diversity here is incredible. Let's keep Omaha secret, because it's probably the hottest town in the United States to live in.
And do you think that Bud's success, him being arguably the best boxer of this generation, do you think that's going to help put Omaha even more on the map?
Well, I'm a little concerned here. This guy is incredible. He comes from a tough background, and look at the success he had by, following the white line. You gotta make a few mistakes in life, but Terrence is incredibly successful.
Definitely, and he gives back to the community. He's always made it known that Omaha's his home.
That's right, and boy, I'm so proud of this guy.
Thanks, Gary. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you. Had to share Gary, another guy from South Dakota. And we're going to give you guys another look at the parade right here. We've got Nebraska Medicine coming in, so you can take a look there. And at this point, we're going to bring it back to you guys. So, Bill, Julie.
Pete, thank you. We do want to remind everybody as we take a live look at the stage here right behind us at Heartland of America Park. We'll continue to be live for about another 12 minutes on KETV, but we are also streaming live this entire event on the Very Local app, which is available across the country.
And then Channel 7 at 11 o'clock will go right to the Notre Dame versus Arkansas game, so you won't miss any football today either.
So you can see, this is what you're looking at there, those chairs. That's the VIP section. There's security. I tried to get in. They wouldn't let me get in. They said, you're media. You can't go in here. It's like, okay. But everybody, it hasn't filled in quite yet, so there's plenty of space. But I think when that parade wraps up, it is going to fill in so fast.
Yeah, they're not going to come down until Bud goes through
you want to see Bud on the parade.
Street. You bet.
Speaking of the parade, let's go live to Anna Baining. Hey, Anna.
Hey guys, we're here at 15th and Farnham, about halfway through the parade, and I'm here with Lisa, and check out Lisa's shirt. She wanted to make sure that this got on camera, that we could see this. Lisa is a hometown, or an Omaha native, and she actually made the trip to Vegas so we could go to watch the fight. Tell me what made you want to make the trip down to Vegas.
To support Terrence Crawford. We went down, a couple of my friends and we went down to support him. We didn't actually go to the fight, but we did support him a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you said that you grew up almost neighbors with Bud. What was it like growing up next to him?
Well, I grew up on 27th and Fowler, and he kind of grew up the street. I'm going to say 30th, off of 28th and Fowler, somewhere around in there. But yeah, it was nice. I remember the family and stuff like that. So yeah, great family.
And you said it's like one big family. That's kind of a common narrative here when we're talking to everyone from Omaha, that this is one big family and you're all just so proud of him. Tell me more about just how proud you really are of Terrence.
I am really proud of him, and I know his mom is really proud of him too. And we're here to do a lot of support and to see him continue to grow.
Yeah. And how far do you think he's really going to go? Do you think he's going to fight again?
As far as the sky, limited. Yeah. It's limited. So yeah, I'm proud of him.
And what was it like in that moment in Vegas, seeing him win?
Well, when I was watching the fight, it was really nice seeing the fight on TV, and so just to see him take it, it was awesome. Yeah. It was awesome.
Well, thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Seeing him fight on TV and now this huge crowd and huge parade all celebrating the champ. It is just astounding how many people are here to support the hometown boy. And we got a lot of fun in store. We see the Victory Boxing Club coming down the street now. Lots of energy, bringing that fight all to support Terrence. We'll send it back to you guys.
A lot of people, Anna, have talked about how Terrence Bud Crawford is a role model, and everything he has put into B&B Boxing Academy and the impact that's having on lives in Omaha and North Omaha is special.
Pouring into the kids and having them see someone who looks like them have this incredible success, it speaks to
It's not only boxing,
volumes.
it's education,
Yes.
it's tutoring, it's
Yes.
life skills. Yeah.
Hey, Waverly.
Well, just to give you guys a little bit of a preview of what's to come down the parade route, they're giving out the good candy now. Nerds Clusters, they're my favorite. I had to give them a little shout out. But I'm just gonna step out so you can see what is going on right now. They're pushing people back because everybody's so excited they want to get right in the parade. We had the Black Student Leadership Group come by. But you know what I think what's really cool is everyone's saying Team Crawford, all their shirts, Team Crawford. And I think that is really just, of course, the sentiment right now because everybody's out here for the champ, getting candy and things like that. I've been helping this little guy here get candy. But I think it's just so exciting that we can see all these people going by. We have a performance that's coming up. Hopefully we can stay on them just a little bit longer. Stay with me just a little bit longer so we can see them come down. That's just like getting us all hype and ready. We're about an hour, I believe, into the parade, and we've seen so much good stuff go by. Still waiting for the champ. Someone said, when is he gonna come? And I said, well, probably another hour, but we've got a lot of great stuff to see in the meantime. We've got this group here. Hey, why are you out here today? And now you want to come wave up and say hi?
I'm out here for Bud, man. I'm out here for Bud. Show some love for Bud, all right?
Hey, and have you been following his career?
Oh, yeah, his whole career. I've been here. I'm not from here. I'm from Louisiana. I came out here with my family just to show some support.
Like for this?
For this.
Really?
For this.
Wow, from Louisiana.
Yeah.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
That is so cool. And so why was it important for you to be here today?
Well, Bud has made history. You know, he made history, 3 weight classes. He's the best fighter in the world. He's the best. He's number 1.
Right.
You know?
That's so awesome. What's your name?
Kareem.
Kareem, thank you so much. Thank you for coming all the way from New Orleans to be here with us in Omaha. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. And I'm going to step out so y'all can see these performances. Here they are.
Waverly talked about all the candy, enticing all the kids.
We got the good candy here. We have ring pops and caramel apple suckers.
Yeah, close your eyes, Dennis. Caramel apple suckers.
Hey, you know, the parade, some are finishing the parade, but Bud Crawford has not even started yet. So
no, this is our look from Stormwatch 7. The last time we talked to Sean Everson about 10 minutes ago, he'd moved about 10 feet. What's the status now, Sean?
Hey, Bill, Julie, since we last checked, we've moved 0 feet. Still waiting. I mean, seeing all these performances up ahead of us, we still got a large quantity of classic cars still to come. Of course, we've got our eyes on Bud on the final float back behind us. You can see from our overhead view from here on Skywatch 7. So we're just idle right now, waiting for our turn to come through. But, I mean, we've got so much more of this parade to come through I mean, it's just going to make it even better and better as we continue on here the rest of the morning headed into the afternoon.
Sean, thank you. We do want to remind our viewers that we are about 4 minutes away from switching over to college football. Notre Dame playing, I believe, here on ABC at 11 o'clock. But our coverage is not stopping. We will be on the Very Local app, which you can get across the country. Of course, KETV.com as well. Let's go live to Anna Baining right now. Hey, Anna.
Bill, Julie, we're here at 15th and Farnham. We're here at 15th and Farnham. We got the Heritage float that just passed by, and now a little bit of a gap in the parade. Again, we're about halfway through. It looks like a couple blocks down is the next float and next round of people. You can see the police. We talked to one of the Bellevue police officers who's here. He said that there's about 4 different officers from Bellevue who are here to help out. He mentioned Omaha Police and Bellevue. They work together, and they knew that for such a special event like today's parade and celebration for Terrence, they needed to bring in some extra hands, so security on point right now. Lots of fun, though. Haven't noticed any troubles. Everyone just seems so happy to be here. You can see photographers and lots of family members and a lot of people who are just here to support the champ. You can kind of see in the distance coming down near 16th Street, the next round of dancers. You can see some of the flags that are in the air, lots of balloons. But again, that gap, we're just waiting for what's next, but we can't wait. Bill, Julie, back to you.
A full slate of events after the parade wraps up here at Heartland of America Park, including speeches from the mayor, city council, state senators.
Shakur Stevenson, another boxing champion, close friends with Bud Crawford, is going to be here. Of course, this entire celebration about Bud Crawford, the birthday boy who turns 38 years old tomorrow. It's a live look at Heartland of America Park, where the event, the presentation, is expected to last anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half. We're going to have it all live for you on the Very Local app, on the KETV app, on KETV.com. But right now on ABC, on KETV, we will switch over to college football.
So thank you for joining us for this community event for the champion, for him, by him, about him.
And if you want to keep watching, Very Local app right now.
Have a great day.
Thank you for watching KETV News Watch 7. Get caught up on local news, originals, and more. Download the Very Local app now and stream for free today.
The champ is home. The city is ready. The celebration continues. Thank you for joining our digital coverage live on the Very Local app and our KETV mobile app.
This celebration for Terrence Bud Crawford started at 9 this morning with a big news conference at City Hall, praising the champ, and now a parade that's about halfway done, I would say.
Yeah, we have, I believe, 4 reporters stationed along the parade. Anna Baining, Pete Cudahy, Waverly Monroe, Matt Satilli, Sean Everson. I guess that's 5.
Yeah. And this is a celebration that was put together very, very quickly with 75 entries, folks from all over the city. There are bands, drill teams, businesses represented.
And we've got our own brand new Stormwatch 7, which was moving. And it's just, is that, are we looking at the champ in the background there? Can't quite see, but just to give you an idea, the parade started an hour ago.
Right. Bud Crawford will be at the end of the parade, kind of like Santa Claus. Earlier, he was sharing his belts with the kids in the crowd. It was so cool to see them holding him.
Oh, yes, plenty to share.
For sure.
Let's go live to Sean Everson from Stormwatch 7.
Yeah, Bill and Julie, we are now moving. We are in the line in the parade. We're trying to get a view here. You can see behind us a lot to come here as we approach 11 o'clock. We are following a line of dozens of beautiful classic cars that are putting on a show ahead of us. And then, of course, behind us, we've got Terrence Crawford to cap it all off. So it seems like everybody's moving now, so we're headed your way. Get ready because it's already been exciting. It's only going to get even better here as we go through the rest of the parade.
It has been an exciting day, Sean. We are live at Heartland of America Park. This is where everything will wrap up. We're slowly getting people to fill in. Let's go live to Waverly Monroe. Hey, Waverly.
In Varnum, the start of the parade. We've got City Hall Civic Center over here. We've got these cool cars behind us. I'm gonna step out so y'all can see. Everybody, I feel like the crowd has gotten bigger. We're about an hour into the parade. We've got probably another 45 minutes until we see, maybe 30 minutes until we see Terrence the Bud Crawford. But the buildup is really happening right now. We are so excited. And these cool cars, I mean, this is just so awesome. We've seen them tilt and jump and the hydraulics and all of that. I'm not a car expert, but it's really cool to watch. We've got so many people out here. We just spoke to someone earlier who said they came from all the way from New Orleans, Louisiana to be here because they've been following Terrence the Bud Crawford's career, and they are just so excited. They were so excited. They have family in Omaha, so they decided to come up to support Omaha, see Terrence Bud Crawford. That is so cool. We've got kids. You want to be on camera? Okay, let's see. Let's pan down. Are you excited to be here?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you excited to see Terrence Bud Crawford?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so awesome. We've got so many kids out here that love the camera, they love the candy. Hey, I do too, I can't lie. But it is so cool just to be out here. Bill, Julie, I wish you guys could be up here with me to see all of the fun stuff that's happening, but I know it's coming your way down at Heartland of America Park.
We have a front row seat, Waverly. We got like 6 screens in front of us. We can see all of you. Yeah. Hey, I want to mention the sponsors today because none of this would be possible without all these folks chipping in. The City of Omaha, Riyadh Season, American National Bank, CHI Health Center, Baxter, the Laborers International Union, Enterprise Properties, NP Dodge, right?
Yeah.
The Supernovas.
Of course, the Omaha Supernovas. Let's go to Matt Satilli. He's live with, looks like some more kids. Hey, Matt.
I'm here with 2 of Bud Crawford's biggest fans, Bill and Julie. This is Kobe, this is Jackson, and you guys were actually in the parade. What was that like for you?
It was amazing, and it was so fun, and I loved it so much, and I hope we can do it again. I love it.
Kobe, how about for you? What's it like today?
It's fun helping the community, giving candy, passing candy out, giving out flyers and stuff. I like helping the community. And
what kind of candy you got?
Skittles, Twizzlers, a lot of candy.
That's the good stuff. You guys are Bud Crawford fans. What do you like about Bud Crawford?
His moves, his brain, the way how he thinks, and the way he moves.
What's your favorite move? Show me. What do you got?
When he uppercuts, then he looks to the left, then he down, uppercut again.
Yeah, let me see it. Let me see it in real time. Kobe, show the camera. Here we go, Jackson. Yeah, what do you got? Oh. The next champ of Omaha, I think we got on hand. Kobe, you don't look too impressed.
I know him in real life.
All right, well, Jackson, Kobe, thank you so much for showing me your moves. Don't try them out on me, though, okay? I'm going to send things over to Anna Bading, who's standing by. Hey, Anna.
Hey Hey, Matt. Yeah, we're here midway through the parade, about 15th and Farnham. You see Top Flight Fitness coming down the road, SpongeBob SquarePants even. Everyone here to support the champ. And I'm standing next to Brianna, and Brianna is from Omaha. Tell me about your love for the city and how awesome today's event is.
Well, this is some historical stuff happening in Omaha, and I am born and raised here. I love it. It's nice to see everybody out together, coming to support Bud, and I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, and this is the second parade for Bud. Were you at the first one at all?
I didn't make it to the first one. I was out of town.
Okay.
Yep.
And what is this like? Like your first experience, all of this just for this hometown hero?
It's very, very phenomenal. This is, like I said, it's very historic. I'm proud of him, and to see our people all come out and support him is very awesome to see all of us together.
Yeah, and if you could talk to Bud, what would you say to him?
Congratulations, 42-0. Let's go.
Yeah, that rhymes. I like it. 42-0. Let's go. And how excited are you to see Bud come down the street? I know he's at the end. We got to wait a little longer, but how excited are you for that?
I'm very happy. I'm very happy to see him. Actually, to be here with my son and my grandson to see him, but I think they're more excited than I am.
You brought the whole family. Are you guys excited for it?
It's like it's a memory because like he's last. It's best for last though.
Yeah.
Like he's the best.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Lots of fun here down at 15th and Harney, and Farnham rather. You can see this big truck, but we'll send it back to you guys.
Thanks, Anna.
We've got Usher at Heartland of America Park, but they've got Stormwatch 7.
Isn't it pretty?
On the parade route. Hey,
this
Waverly.
Is a brand new storm chasing vehicle. We get to see the outside of it now. Hey, Sean.
Can we have Waverly interview Sean?
Waverly, they're trying to get you to interview me.
Oh, interview Sean. Okay. Hey,
Waverly,
Sean.
how's it going?
Fancy meeting you here.
Oh no! Finally, the last. Oh wow! Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much.
You know, we were waiting in line. We were seeing Bud the entire time for the last like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and now we're moving, and now we're chugging along.
I
But,
know.
I mean, this
We
has
can
been
walk with
amazing.
you. I mean, a little bit. This is so cool. I mean, to have Stormwatch 7 in the parade. I mean, this just is like.
This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. I mean, the parade itself is amazing. Omaha's turning out for Bud. And then we've got the camera on top. We can see all the way around. I mean, just look at all the people here, all the environment, the atmosphere. It's electric in here, and to be in it, it's surreal right now.
And you know, I gotta say, we could before a little bit, but I gotta say, Adam, you wanna come over a little bit? I gotta say, what's really great about this whole thing is the weather.
I was gonna say, couldn't dial up any better. It's late September. It's Omaha. You never know what you're gonna get.
I know.
And it's sunshine, 70s. A little breeze, thankfully, but couldn't ask for any better weather
I
for
know.
this.
Well, thank you so much, Sean.
Keep
Good
it
to
up.
see you
Hey,
guys.
everybody.
Bye. There's Adam Greenwood in there, one of our guys behind the camera, driving the car. Stormwatch 7, see you later.
We could take a look at the shot that Sean Everson has. And since we're talking Stormwatch 7, let's talk Stormwatch 7. Sean, what is this vehicle going to be able to do, whether it's snow, rain, severe weather? It's going to give us a lot of abilities, right?
Yeah, this is going to be a game changer to be able to bring you live weather coverage anywhere we go. Anywhere we take Stormwatch 7, we'll be able to basically go live, give you live updates, whether it be with roads during the winter, during your morning, evening commutes, whether it's going to be during a blizzard or a winter storm warning, or when we're tracking severe weather, getting out to your communities all across eastern Nebraska and southwest Iowa. Where this goes, we'll be able to bring you live coverage, expanding our weather coverage here for Omaha's weather leader.
And I love that we could debut it in the parade today.
Yeah, let's go. I believe we have let's go live to Pete Cudahy. He's got an interview. Hey, Pete.
Hey, Bill, Julie, everywhere that you look around here, you see people repping Terrence Crawford. The way he reps Omaha, having his face on their shirts, his name on their shirts. Now I'm with Rosa with Black, Brown, and Red Coalition. Rosa, tell me a little bit about the importance of the shirt and you guys being involved in today's ceremony.
Absolutely. We are super excited to be here, celebrating our North Omaha finest, Brad Crawford. I'm here with NOCP as well as the Black, Brown, and Red Coalition. And we stand together, in unity, communities across, Black, Brown, and Red, like it says. So I think Terrence has done a wonderful job at having Brown.
Thank you. We're going to have to take it back right now. I really appreciate it, Rosa. We're going to bring it back to you, Bill and Julie.
Thanks, Pete. Hey, how cool is this? The Huskers are in the parade today.
Terrence Bud Crawford led the Huskers out of the tunnel walk last week. Now the Huskers showing up for the champ in his parade. I see Justin Evans. I see TJ Lateef. I see Luke Lindenmeyer, newly engaged, tight end for Nebraska. Lateef, of course, the second-string quarterback who's done so well in the early part of the season.
And they're all tossing out candy to the crowd. So great that they could be here today.
And I think a couple of them are scheduled to speak at Heartland of America Park. Right. I know, I believe Coach Matt Rule wanted to be here. This is a big recruiting weekend since it's a Husker bye week, but still plenty of players that have showed out for the champ.
Right, looks like Luke Lindenmeyer is on the rundown to speak, along with Justin Evans on behalf of Coach Matt Rule.
Starting center and starting tight end. I mean, what was it? It was against Houston Christian the morning before the fight that they all wore Terrence Bud Crawford shirts as they were warming up, supporting the champ. Then they all watched the boxing match together.
Matt Rule is big friends with Bud Crawford.
Yeah,
and loves everything
they really
he stands
embraced
for.
that relationship, which is so neat. Let's go live to Anna Veining. Hey, Anna.
Truly is a once-in-a-lifetime experience to celebrate the all-time great Terrence Crawford, and we're just watching it all unfold, and you just can't imagine what comes next. We're seeing some retro cars, and after doing some research, just some background knowledge on Bud, he started right here in Omaha, and he actually stepped in the ring to prove to his mom. He wanted to prove her a point, and she grew up telling him he would never amount to anything, and that was to prove each other a point. His mom would use that as motivation for him, so he has always fought for her approval. He said that it was her negative way that pushed him to be great. And Deborah, just look at your son now, and everyone that's come out to support him. Just truly an incredible experience here downtown.
From Stormwatch 7 as it makes its way toward Heartland of America Park. Started at 19th and Farnham and it'll wind its way to 10th and Harney, and then the crowd will fill in here as we have the stage set behind us for the presentation and event, which I imagine will kick off in about an hour or so.
There are at least 50 classic cars. That's what you're seeing now here on the route. But 50 classic cars, people take pride in those. They take them to little meets on the weekends, and this is a way to show off, their pride and joy, part of the community.
Sean Everson is in Stormwatch 7. Sean, you got one of those cars to take the kids around in?
I mean, this is amazing. I mean, we're getting the front row view of all these amazing cars. We've got people lined up along the streets now. We're approaching 17th and Farnham. We're just outside the courthouse here. I mean, and just being able to be from kind of higher up, looking down Farnham toward 10th Street. I mean, it's amazing how many people are here out showing their support for Bud Crawford and this victory parade. And again, we couldn't ask for better weather. Late September, we can get a little bit of anything, but I mean, Mother Nature turning out today, giving us beautiful weather. Tons of sunshine, temperatures around 70. Can't complain right now. People out here, it's a great time.
Hey, our sports guy Matt Zatilli is along the route too, and he's been bringing us great interviews all day long. He's finding interesting people to talk to.
All right, hey guys, let's take a little walk through that crowd, shall we? Bill and Julie, we got people 4, 5, 6 deep here at the corner of 10th and Harney. It is a gorgeous day. What else could you ask for? people looking. Look at all this crowd here. This is great stuff. If you want t-shirts, we got t-shirts over here, merch, everything's here for the taking. All right, we got a couple friends here who we made earlier who got a great setup. Let's take you over this way. Once again, we're gonna walk over here. Hey guys, enjoying the parade, having a great time?
Absolutely.
Yeah, what are you enjoying about it?
Oh, just
Yeah?
all the camaraderie, all the different.
Just everybody's out here together.
Yeah, everybody's out here together having a great time.
It's a great day.
So, side note, so she's from Florida.
You are?
So this
Tampa,
is her first
Florida.
time really in Omaha spending time with me.
Welcome to Omaha, Nebraska. What do you think?
I think it's great.
So far, the
I love
weather
the
is
weather.
good.
Well, thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Mario, let's keep walking this way. We got a couple friends over here who have a great setup. I was talking to my friend earlier, guys, and this is a pretty big deal because you guys were actually in Las Vegas for the fight. Do I have that right?
That is correct. That is correct.
What was that experience like being out at Allegiant Stadium to watch Bud?
It was amazing. But you know what? I want to say this about Matt. He's relentless. He will not give up an interview. He will not. And we were at the fight. We went to the pre-fight. There were probably 20,000. What do you say, Ted?
Let's take a seat, fellas.
What do you say, Ted? About 20,000.
70,000 people. 70,000 people inside Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere was electric. The crowd was very much pro Canelo, but by the 9th round, they got a lot quieter than they had at the beginning of the fight. So it was a great fight for Crawford. He was amazing, did a great job.
How would you describe the atmosphere? You said it was a pro Canelo crowd, but to be there and to watch Omaha's own become the 3-time undisputed champ.
You felt proud, man. You know, you felt Omaha was represented. Everybody had their Nebraska hats on. We were all over the strip. And what I was excited about in the 9th round, Bud Crawford used a move that I showed him. You know, when he was like 7, 8 years old, CW Boxing Club. You know, we have to stand up.
All right, we're gonna test out the move here, guys.
Now you know Bud Crawford fights orthodox, and then he'll go southpaw.
That's what makes him so good.
But when he gets in an emergency situation, he only does this one move, right? And I showed him this when he was boxing, when he was a young man coming up. So he goes southpaw, and then he goes windmill like that. And when he does that, that's how he knocked Canelo out during the 9th round. That's how he got picked that up. Omaha, do not steal that move. That is an official Bud Crawford move. Jamie Robinson, you heard it first. Channel 7's got it. What can I say?
Well, you heard it here, folks. Jimmy Robinson, the origin of the windmill, helped Bud Crawford be 42-0. Thank you so much. We got Victory Cigars out. It's a great time here. Back to you guys.
Crawford, woo!
I was a little worried that Matt Tinsley was going to get knocked out there for a second.
Speaking of the champ, there he is. The tail end of the parade has started. 42-0. Never been knocked down. You know, my favorite part about that fight is when Canelo got him with a good cross, and all Terrence Bud Crawford did was smile.
Oh my gosh, he knew.
It was incredible.
My favorite part was how gracious Canelo was at the end when he knew he lost and was like praising Bud Crawford, and you know, it's yours. It's all yours.
Yeah,
you know?
Talking about graciousness of Canelo, it can be typical when a boxer wins, he'll take the other boxer's belts, right? Crawford didn't do that. He gave the belts back to Canelo because they have such respect for each other, which just, I mean, echoes everything that you've been hearing from people today who know and appreciate and love Terrence Bud Crawford. Let's go live to Waverly Monroe. This is her shot at 19th and Farnham.
Okay, we're at 19th and Farnham here, right in the intersection, and you can see Terrence Bud Crawford, the champ, coming down the parade line. He's the last one. We're so excited. Team Crawford is coming through. They're moving nice and slow so people can see the champ of Omaha, undisputed. He is so awesome. I think the theme that we heard earlier this morning is just like, he's just a role model. He's a role model for the kids. He's a role model for our community. He's really here. He wore Omaha when he fought Canelo and won, obviously, because we're here celebrating him. We are so excited. Crowd's getting louder. I'll let you listen. Everybody is so excited. That's who we came to see. I'm gonna see if I can squeeze through a little bit here so I can get a little bit closer. Sorry, excuse me. We're so excited to see Terrence Bud Crawford. He's getting closer. He's about to pass us. There he is, sitting on a throne, looks like. That is awesome. The security team and his team Crawford. 42-0. Yeah, there's the champ.
Wait.
There he is!
Yeah, boy!
Woo woo! Hey! The champ is here! Hey, Terrence!
Yeah, boy!
It is so cool to see him, to be the pride of Omaha, this big celebration. It's all for him.
It is so great.
It is so great. How cool was it to see him?
Oh, it was a blessing.
I know. And have you been following his career?
Yes, I have.
And how cool is it that he's from Omaha, represents our city?
And you know what? I'm going to tell you something else.
Yeah.
I played darts with him, too.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Did you win?
No, he won.
That's why he's undisputed. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, that is so cool. See, even at darts, he's still winning. He can't stop. We are so excited that he was able to walk by us 19th and Farnham. That means he's heading towards y'all, so get ready. Oh, hi. Yay. Bill, Julie, we are so excited. We're heading down to you guys next.
This is a double Stormwatch 7 shot. You can see on the right side the camera above Stormwatch 7. That's the view you're getting, and then on the street level. Whose shot is this, Sarah? Let's go live to Anna Baining. Hey, Anna. You got a lot of fans out there?
Okay.
Come out of nowhere.
Yes, lots of fans out here. I just ran up to see our Stormwatch 7, Sean Everson, meteorologist, and Adam in the car. Sean, what are you seeing from your vantage point?
I mean, it's been amazing. We were back at the beginning. We didn't move for like 25 minutes, but Bud was right behind us, and then when we started going, this is just amazing seeing all the people show up here today, and the weather could not be more beautiful. Sunny, 70s, can't ask for much more.
So the crowds, do you think it's been pretty standard the whole way, or has it increased?
Once we started moving it, I mean, it's gotten bigger and bigger as we've come along here on Farnham, but it's been great. Shout out to everybody who's lining the streets today, showing up. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And Bud's just a few blocks away,
Okay,
so
I was just gonna ask.
he's almost here.
Where is he? We've been waiting for
Just
him.
past Waverly on 19th, so he's only a few blocks away.
All right, only a few blocks away again. We're by 50. Lots of fans here. Lots of people want to see this new awesome Stormwatch 7, but all most importantly here to support the champ. Thanks for stopping.
Absolutely.
Bye. Yeah. We'll send it back to you guys.
Thanks, Anna.
Julie, I'm not sure what we're expecting, but we're an hour and 20 minutes into the parade, and the champ just started his route on the parade. I mean, this is incredible.
And people are patiently waiting.
They are.
This is the moment they waited for. So.
And then they're going to slowly start to fill in behind us here at Heartland of America Park. Let's go to Pete Cudahy. Pete Cudahy's live for us. Hey, Pete.
To send it back to you. Rosa, what do you want to say?
Yeah, we would like to invite you, the Black, Brown, and Red community. We'd like to invite you to October 10th at the Admiral to support our musicians, Rosendo, Ray, Marcos, Agustin, Finano, Julian. All of those guys are going to put a wonderful show for you guys. So please come and support them as well. Thank you.
And those are all of the guys who were performing in Terrence Bud Crawford's walk-up. So if you want to see those guys, you can go, where is that again?
The Admiral on October 10th at 7. So
All right.
come and support them.
All right, well, you guys heard it here. We're going to send it back to you, Bill and Julie.
I want to ask you, as we look live at the shot of the Huskers right now, I believe, did they just go by? Here they are. We've seen tight end Luke Lindemeyer. We've seen Justin Evans. We've seen other offensive linemen. We've seen linebackers. the bond between Husker football and longtime Husker fan Terrence Bud Crawford, has always been there and really taken another step since Matt Rhule's
Think
become
about
coach.
it. I mean, they're all about the same thing. It's competition. It's
Right.
doing your best. It's putting your best foot forward. It's that grit that it takes to
Right,
get through
right,
when you get knocked
right.
down.
Right.
Right.
How are you
And
going to respond?
How can you not embrace that kind of attitude?
Let's go live to Matt Satilli. He's got another interview for us. Hey, Matt.
I do, and we got some good music going here. The vibes are really picking up at 10th and Harney. I'm here with Jamie and Kevin. First off, thoughts on the music, thoughts on the atmosphere, the parade?
It's electric, wonderful.
You guys came here from Southwest Nebraska, you were telling me. Last night, 4-hour drive. Why did you make the trip all the way out here?
We've been Bud fans, true and true, for about 10, 12 years since the beginning, and we had to celebrate with him.
We actually drove 17 hours more than that. We just came from Arizona to be here, so.
And not just to go to Arizona, but you were in Vegas. You were at the fight.
We haven't missed a fight for over 10 years.
So your travels have taken you across the country to follow Bud. Why have you guys become that passionate, given that much time, that much energy, that much money to go see him and support him?
We recognized his greatness early after he won his first world title. And of course, being a Nebraskan, we've had a lot of pride in that. And we will follow him anywhere.
He's also just a great guy. He's a great man, and Nebraska should be proud of him. And
when did you know during that fight in Vegas that Bud was going to be coming out on top again?
about the second round. I didn't have to cry even or anything, so it was exciting.
That was real domination.
So you make the trip out from Southwest Nebraska. You're here for the day. What's in store for the rest of the day? What do you guys have planned?
Well, we're looking forward to the party tonight with Bud. So we'll be at the Steel House. Hope everybody else is there.
That's right.
Can you guys show us some of your dance moves if you guys were going to party with Bud?
Was this part of the deal?
Hey, all right. Kevin and Jamie are ready. Everyone else here is ready for the champ to come on by. Thank you guys so much. Some loyal supporters, two of just many that are in the crowd today. Bill and Julie, take it away.
Thank you.
Isn't that awesome? They followed his career all the way through for the last 10 years.
Yeah, his first world championship was 2014 lightweight. That's 135 pounds. 11 years later, he's undefeated, 3-time undisputed wrestling or boxing at super middleweight, which is 168
He's 37
pounds.
years old. He turns 38 tomorrow. And so those people were talking about the party at the Steel House tonight. That's a ticketed event, but they have a dance party, like a 5-hour dance party.
Yeah, it goes from 8
tonight.
o'clock to 1 a.m., so you can keep the party going if that's what you want to do. This is a live look at, I believe, 15th and Farnham. You can see Ollie the Trolley is there.
there's B&B Boxing Academy.
Yep, B&B Boxing. And then right behind Ollie the Trolley is Terrence Bud Crawford, we believe. This is
Actually,
Anna
I don't
Baiting
think
shot.
that's
Let's go
him.
live to Anna.
Yeah, Bill, Julie, we're here 15th and Farnham, midway through the parade. You can tell that Crawford is coming because the crowd just keeps getting louder and louder, but I'm joined with Julian. He's been a longtime boxing fan and a longtime Crawford fan, and you said that your dad was the one who got you into it. Tell me more about that.
My dad, he used to watch like a lot of his fights, and he watched the Spence one, and he was really happy that Crawford won.
Yeah, so what got you into your love for boxing and watching Crawford especially?
I always just love watching boxing when they have knockouts and when it's the end of the last round.
Yeah.
And it's always just a fun time.
And you said that you had to drive an hour and a half away. What was the road trip like, and is it worth it now being here?
Yes, it is very worth it.
What's been your favorite thing that you've seen so far?
Probably the cars that like tilt over and like the lowriders.
Yeah, and we got Team Crawford coming up here, and there's Bud Crawford. He's coming up down the street.
Yep.
What are your immediate thoughts?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're speechless. You're happy. All right, guys. Well, we have Terrence coming up here and Team Crawford. We've come to kind of a bit of a halt, but lots of crowds, lots of fans here down near 15th and Farnham.
Let's just hold that shot for a bit and take in the moment.
Yeah, we'll just stay with you, Anna.
Got security coming down the street. You can see the big Team Crawford sign. Lots of cameras too, but a lot of excitement. You can just see the swarms of people. If you look down from my vantage point up atop of the hill where he's coming down, you can see the champ right here and just the crowd and swarm of people who are just following him down the street, probably following him all the way down to Heartland of America Park. Oh, we got the sign. This is great. He has a whole entourage here. You can hear the crowd behind me just cheering for the champ as he comes down. Wow.
He has such a great message too, Anna. Such a great message. I saw him speak at the UNO commencement speech, this May. He was the keynote speaker, and he used boxing analogies, and he talked about how you can set all the goals and make all the plans you want, but sometimes you're going to get punched in the face. You know, you get the job interview, you don't get the job. You get the match online, but you don't get the date. You make an investment, and the market turns bad. And it's based on Mike Tyson's famous quote, "Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face." And he used it really to teach graduates about perseverance and reminding them, well, you're going to have setbacks. The way you respond is to keep working towards your goal and not waste time on dwelling on disappointment. So just a great message for graduates and really anyone to just keep pushing through.
He really does make Omaha proud, right? I mean, he embodies the spirit of this city, and he relays that spirit in everything that he does. As we take a live look at the champ just passing, he's on Farnham, just passing 15th Street. On the bottom of your, on the bottom left side, that's our view, our rear view from Stormwatch 7. Just looking back up. Let's go live to Waverly Monroe. She was 19th at Farnham, the start of the parade. I believe she started oh, this is Waverly's shot. Okay.
Look at the crowds kind of filling in behind Bud Crawford. You can't see the street anymore.
It reminds me, I don't know if you guys watched this, but the Masters in 2019 when Tiger Woods was winning on the 18th hole, and as he's walking to the green, just the swarm of people coming behind him. That's what this looks like. Waverly.
Do you want me in front or you just want me? Okay, we are at, let's see, 17th and Farnham. The parade kind of concluded where we are, but you can see behind me, I think this is like a perfect shot. We're on kind of up overlooking the parade. You can, if you squint, you can probably see the float that's carrying Terrence Bud Crawford, our champion of the city. You can see all the people kind of moving that way, heading toward Heartland of America Park. So excited to see that celebration that's going to take place. We're going to hear from a lot of people. Of course, we're going to hear from Terrence Bud Crawford, which is what everyone wants to hear from. We want to hear him talk and inspire us. The pride of Omaha. Lots of people are out here moving down the parade route. It is so cool. Look at all these people that showed out. This is so cool to see. So much pride in our city and everyone having so much fun. I don't even think I saw anyone without a smile on their face. Everyone's so excited to be down here. It's a great celebration for our champ.
It's a great day for our station, too. We get to debut our brand new vehicle in the parade.
Yeah, Stormwatch 7, that's a live look right now. Sean, it looks like that crowd is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I know you're important, but they're waiting for the guy who's a couple blocks behind you.
Right now, this is amazing as we're cruising down Harney Street right now, right around 12th. The atmosphere electric as Bud continues to follow us. He's still a couple blocks behind, as you've seen. I mean, the crowd's just getting bigger and bigger. Omaha has shown out, and I mean, the weather is so nice here from Stormwatch 7. Couldn't ask for much better weather here today, and just unbelievable atmosphere here. Omaha showing out and then some. As we get a shout out live on our stream. Hey everybody!
That's such a great look as he looks eastward toward Heartland of America Park. That is where everything will wrap up with a massive celebration. We'll hear from the DJ Mr. Soul, MCs Michael Severe and Josh Jones. We'll have a national anthem from Dreon, the Black National Anthem from Jay Dorsey. The mayor's going to talk. Omaha City officials, County Commissioner Chris Rogers, the Nebraska football team. Champion boxer, close friend of Bud Crawford's, Shakur Stevenson. Of course, Team Crawford, who have been by his side for 2 decades now. Steve Nelson, Bernard Davis, Brian Bomack McIntyre, the B&B boxing crew. Let's go live now to Matt Satilli. He was doing some shadow boxing earlier. He didn't get injured. Matt, who do you have with us now?
Is this us? Are we good? All right, this is on us. Hey, we got a happy birthday Bud Crawford shirt on. It's loud, it's hard to hear. Look at this shirt. This is awesome. His 38th birthday tomorrow. Who we talking to and how did this shirt come about?
I'm Patricia.
Hi, Patricia.
My daughter just came and just say, "Here, Mom." I say, "Oh my God, thank you." I did. That's what happened.
And this is a picture of you and Bud. When did you guys take that?
Last year.
That must have been so cool for you. What was that experience like?
Great.
Yeah?
I've been knowing him since he was a young man, so.
Did you know back then that he would blossom into the man, the fighter, the champion that he is today?
Well, I never looked on boxing, so I don't, I never knew that he would, so thank God he is, okay?
Patricia, to be here today, to have everyone here, have the community supporting him, could you picture a moment like this when you mentioned you first knew him?
No, but.
Why not?
Mom, I didn't know nothing about boxing. I didn't know nothing about boxing.
That's all right. Hey, let's get some of Bud's other supporters in here, guys. Let's give Bud a little cheer. What do you want to say to Bud? Can we sing happy birthday to Bud if that's okay, guys? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bud. Happy birthday to you.
We're coming down 10th and Harney here. All the cars coming in. Patricia, thank you. Back to you guys. Bud's coming soon. Birthday's coming soon.
That's it, Tilly. He's the best at parties.
Happy birthday, Terrence Bud Crawford, at the top of his game at 38 years old. Just incredible.
I love the stories out there, too. Everybody knows him as the kid next door. Or, you know, they may not be a boxing fan, but they watched him grow up. And
And
they're here.
everybody's got a little nugget. Oh, I played darts with him.
Right, 6 degrees of Bud Crawford.
I taught him the windmill when I was 7 years old, you know.
Well, we're nearing the end of the parade route. We're approaching 10th and Harney right now. This is unbelievable. Hey, everybody! Shout out to you! Oh, this is amazing. We're nearing the end of the route. The crowd's getting bigger and bigger, just building up to the crescendo that is Bud Crawford as he continues down the parade line as well. Shout out to all of Omaha for showing out today. This has been amazing, perfect weather for everyone to come out and enjoy and support the champ.
We were talking earlier about how the parade was 4 or 5 deep. I think now it's 9 to 10 deep on each side. We're talking about thousands and thousands of people.
And then behind Bud, everybody's just closing in on the street, too. So.
Yeah. They're still trickling in here at Heartland of America Park, but that's going to change in a matter of minutes. This is a Pete Cudahy shot on the right side. I believe the champ is almost there. Pete, what do you see?
Yeah, he's on his way right now. We've got Team Crawford right in front of him, which is a group of Terrence Crawford's best friends from when he was younger, who they've stuck with him since day one. So right now we've got Team Crawford just went by us. That's a group of Terrence Crawford's best friends from when he was young. They've stuck with him since day one. At this point now, we're getting closer and closer to the champ. We see him coming, and I don't know if you can see that now, but there he is. His float's coming through. He's waving, he's got 2 kids on his lap. It's great because it's all people who've been with him his entire life. He keeps Omaha in what he does, and he just wants to make it known that Omaha is his home. Right now, it's electric out here. Everybody's cheering, everybody's clapping. A full day of celebration for the man, Terrence Bud Crawford.
You know he loves the title of champ, but the most important title in his life is who's sitting on his lap right there.
Dad.
He's such a great father,
Dad
too.
to 7.
The city of Omaha showing out for Terrence Bud Crawford. He's wearing a shirt 42-0, 42 wins, 0 losses over a boxing career that spanned close to 2 decades. Matt Satilli's got the Husker football team coming by. Hey Matt, what players have you seen so far?
Yeah, as you guys can see, the Huskers making their way through here. Lots of go, big red chants. They're throwing the bones. We're starting to clear the streets as the procession makes its way towards the heartland of America Park. No problem. Crowds coming through. We got some boxing academies swinging and punching and kicking. You guys having fun? It's a big celebration out here. We got babies on the news. We got MMA training academies. The next Bud Crawford could be in this parade right here. I saw a lot of good boxing forms, a lot of good kicks. I think you were already on the news. You can go on it again, though. You having fun?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. What's your favorite part about Bud Crawford?
His boxing.
Yeah, show me one of his moves.
All right, taking all challenges.
Oh, big uppercut. All right, we're getting cleared off the street here, so we are getting ready for the champ. He is coming down shortly here. Really excited. The anticipation has been building. We will have you covered here at 10th and Harney as he makes his final round and gets ready to head into the heartland of America Park. The MMA trainers are here. I hope they don't try any moves on me. Exciting stuff here, Bill and Julie.
So much representation here today.
Hey, Matt, can you hear us okay? Might have trouble hearing us. It is loud. It is very loud. A lot of people are asking.
Bill and
Matt's
Julie,
been asking
I got you
people.
if you guys still got me. It's a little hard to hear you, but I
you can
got
hear us.
Can
okay.
you hear me?
Matt, I want to ask because you've done your research. You've studied Terrence Bud Crawford. We hear the phrase "the GOAT."
I've done my research,
We
but
hear the
unfortunately,
greatest
Bill,
of all
I can't
time.
hear you. So what I will say is he is the 3-time undisputed champ, first in the 4-belt era for all the guys. Now, there was a female boxer who did it before, but no men have ever done it. Bud Crawford took him 23 fights to win his first belt back in 2014. Fast forward 11 years, here we are here, the entire city of Omaha and beyond coming out to support him. We've heard people from South Dakota, Southwest Nebraska, all the way out in Washington State, all to celebrate the champ. Everybody here excited. We got the Bud shirts on the float. How can you not be excited? You heard it there, the 3-time champ. And coming up here, we have the B&B Boxing Gym. A lot of young fighters who have learned from Bud not how to be a champion just in the ring, but also in life. One of Bud's big programs and the impact that he has made in Omaha that you can see here. Once again, this goes beyond the ring. This is about the community here today. This is about Bud's impact on the city and everybody coming together to rally behind their champ. And it looks like we are coming up on the end of the parade here, so the excitement is still swelling. A couple big gold boxing gloves behind the B&B Boxing Gym. Lots of Bud Crawford fans here. Hey, what does Bud Crawford mean to you?
Man, listen, he means a lot to the community, man. He's a good father. He's a good dad. He's a good provider. Listen, hey, Ready RP, you know, B&B, everything. You hear me? RP Trent Black, man, Trent Washington.
Are you involved in the B&B boxing gym?
I'm a wrestling coach, yes, on the backside, wrestling coach. Come to the backside. Come see all the athletes we put in college and put through school.
All right, well, there you go. Just another fan of Bud Crawford. There are many here. We got the Team Crawford jacket on. I like those gloves. Awesome. Team Crawford. A lot of folks on Team Crawford today. I'm Team Crawford. I don't know about you guys. Hard not to be looking at this scene. And once again, guys, we'll stay on this shot. I'm having a hard time hearing you, so just let me know. We got a belt here. That's a pretty good looking belt. The world champion, WBC. How many times? How many times? Only one to do it.
How cool is that?
Some Central football fans in the house. Big win for you guys last night. Come on over. Come on over. How about those Central Eagles taking down West Side?
They did such a good job yesterday. I'm so proud of them. Yes, baby, yes.
Not a big weekend for just Bud Crawford. A lot in the Omaha community here. And as you can see here, the champ coming up, Mr. Terrence Bud Crawford.
Matt, hang
His
out there
whole
a second.
team
Maybe you
around
can interview
him,
him.
as they have been since day one. He is Omaha through and through. Let's soak in the scene. The champ, Terrence Bud Crawford, making his way to the Heartland of America Park. The end of the parade. What a fantastic day. We got another float, maybe. Hang on, hold up. Lots of Team Crawfords in the house here. I think I might have pump faked on Bud Crawford. Stand by. Stand by, Bill and Julie. Everyone's got their phones out. Everyone's got their camera, waiting for the moment to see the champ. Mario, take us into the crowd here. Let's just get a look at everyone that's excited here for the champ who's coming shortly. Just incredible. Bill and Julie, are you guys starting to see the parade make its way down to where you're at?
Slowly. Everybody's waiting for the champ, and I think there's thousands of people behind him, Matt.
Everyone is waiting for the champ, and I'll tell you what, he is well worth the wait. Well, I'll tell you, it'll be worth the wait when Bud comes through. We see the Terrence Bud Crawford sign now, and it's hard to not see all the gold belts he has with him. So if we couldn't tell by now, we know the champ is making his way over this way. Once again, 5-10 people deep on either side of the street here. They're clearing folks so that way everyone can make way for Bud Crawford, the champ. I wasn't here for the parade 2 years ago, but if I can just close my eyes and picture that this is kind of what it was like. What an incredible scene. Yeah, Julie?
Matt, what's security like where you are?
It's incredible. It's a celebration of the city. It's everyone of different backgrounds from different places here to watch the champ. They're all here for the same reason, to celebrate Omaha's finest. Everyone's got their phones out. It's just a celebration of community. Whether or not you know these people, by the end of the day, you feel like you do because everyone's here for the same reason. And that's the man who's coming up right behind us. Mario, let's get ready to take the champ here, Terrence Bud Crawford. Let's just stay on this right here.
Am I going to be on TV?
You could be on TV. Everyone's in their Crawford era shirts. This is one of the t-shirts that Bud Crawford came out to in the ring. It is the Crawford era. That fight against Canelo was really a signifier of who was the generation's best. Bud Crawford didn't have to take the fight, but he did.
Hey, Matt.
He put his legacy on the line, and he won, and he's rewarded with this. An incredible scene. people back, as it is a crazy scene, but we're going to stay here right at the front of the scene here. Mario, let's head through this way. And let's stay right there.
Everybody got to take about 3 big steps back.
All right.
You still got to back up.
I mean, look at the scene. Look at the crowd here. Once again, they're doing a great job with the security detail and making sure that everyone is safe, because there are a lot of people here to see the man of the hour, Terrence Bud Crawford, with one of his beautiful children in the parade float. Excuse me. And we have reached the grand finale. The champ, Terrence Bud Crawford.
So you can see they're trying to keep people away from the truck.
Soak in this scene here, guys.
So many folks out
Yeah, it's so many people.
A once-in-a-lifetime moment following a once-in-a-lifetime fight.
(42-0), waving to the crowd, pumping his fists like he does so well.
And a kid on his lap. I love it.
Guys, I'm having a hard time hearing you, but it's hard to hear anything because it is loud. The city of Omaha is out. Bud Crawford making his way to the Heartland of America Park. Bill and Julie, back to you.
Folks surrounding that float as the parade wraps up, and yes, people
And
are
here they come,
coming
Julie.
to Heartland of America Park. It was like as if on cue.
So this is a live look at the stage. You can see Husker football players right there. We're expecting to hear from them, city officials, county officials, fellow boxers.
Luke
Mayor
Lindenmeyer,
John Ewing.
Yeah, Luke Lindenmeyer and Justin Evans will be speaking on behalf of Coach Rule today.
They got
the coach is recruiting today, don't you think?
Yeah, coach has got to do coach things, right? But we've been talking about it this whole time, that there's that bond between Husker football and Terrence Bud Crawford. He'll lead him out of the tunnel. They support his fights. They watch. He's given speeches to them.
And I've heard great admiration from Matt Rule about just his tenacity and his grit and not giving up and all the qualities he embraces and wants for his football players.
Because his message is so real, and it carries over from the boxing ring to the football field and to life in general.
You bet. You bet.
So this is a gated off VIP area, and then the crowd, which is slowly filling in behind us, you can kind of see it has been sparse until now, understandably, because everybody was at the parade. But now they are filling in. We've got lawn chairs, we've got families, and I believe Pete Cudahy has a live interview for us. Pete, where are you at?
By 13th and Harney, but right now I'm with Rosendo Robles, who actually I interviewed earlier in the week. Mary Regley put together a package, but he was the lead singer walking Terrence Crawford out. Now, Rosendo, can you tell me a little bit about that opportunity?
Oh, it's a great opportunity, one of the greatest opportunities in my life and in my career, and I'm very blessed to have been a part of that.
And I know that you and Terrence go way back. You guys are friends for life. Tell me a little bit about how you guys met.
Well, we met at the boxing gym at the CW Boxing Club on 15th and Cass. We were about 11, 12 years old, and I was at a punching bag, and then I see a kid walk in, put gloves on, and then come to my punching bag as well. And he's like, well, let me get this bag. And I'm like, well, I'm hitting it. He's like, well, I'm going to hit it. I'm like, no, you're not. He's like, yes, I am. So we get into a little back and forth, and the coaches separate us. That's how we met.
Nice. So Rosendo started boxing, but now he's a singer. Rosendo, can we hear some of those vocals? I don't want to put you on the spot because he was in the parade singing, so I don't know. You might be a little tired, but can we hear some of that?
Yeah, I'm on a little piece of the song that it's called Canción del Mariachi. This is what we walked out Terrence with. Soy un hombre muy honrado que le gusta lo mejor. Las mujeres no me faltan ni el dinero ni el amor. Jineteando en mi caballo por la sierra yo me voy, las estrellas y la luna ellas me dicen dónde estoy. Ay, 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 amor. Ay, mi morena de mi corazón.
So great, man. So great. You brought a song back to life. As you said, it wasn't very popular, and now it's all over TikTok. You're seeing it blow up. How does that feel?
Oh, it feels great, man. The attention we're getting, and I want to thank Terrence. He's got a brilliant mind, man, and his team. Steven So-Called Nelson, man, everybody that did their job, and we brought this back up and together.
And earlier I spoke with a member of the Black, Brown, and Red Coalition, and she told me that you have a concert coming up, right?
That is correct. We have a show coming up October 10th, Friday, October 10th, at the Admiral. It used to be the Sokol Hall on 13th and Martha. We'll be there live and direct.
Great. Guys, you'll want to be there. Thank you again, man. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
And yeah, I'm going to send it back to you, Julian Bell.
There's a mariachi right there.
Oh, wait. We got a couple Husker football players. Let's get a headset for TJ. Can you hear us okay? All right. Hey, TJ Lateef here, joined by several Husker football players. How's it going?
Going good.
Hey, TJ, why are you guys here today?
We out here supporting Bud Crawford, you know what I'm saying, winning. We are just out here celebrating the parade, you know what I mean? Just enjoying it.
What's this experience like?
It's crazy. I'll just say it's crazy. It's really crazy. It's an experience. All these people.
I know Nebraska fans are crazy, but Bud Crawford fans are kind of similar, right?
No, they're super crazy. They all know what's going on, man. They turn the city up. That's an example of turning the city up.
Hey guys, what's the message that Bud Crawford has been giving you guys this season?
Just working hard and just don't worry about the haters, because it's gonna be always haters like in your circle. So just work hard and just block them out.
What was it like when he let you guys out of the tunnel last weekend?
It was good. I mean, he gave us a nice message before, you know what I'm saying? Like how Nebraska is, you know, him being from Nebraska, like a lot of people didn't believe in him. And he just showed the world different, you know what I'm saying? Not by him talking, just by with his actions. So when he let us out, it was just a big thing, you know what I'm saying?
What do you guys think about that fight against Canelo?
Shoot, he was patient. He was patient, and he knew what he was doing since the start.
Did you think he was going to win?
Of course. I knew he was going to win.
What'd you think?
I thought he was going to win. Of course.
Yeah. Did you guys all watch it together as a team, or how'd that work?
No, we actually didn't. It was later in the night, like around 11:30. But no, we didn't watch it as a team. I did watch it though.
Yeah.
I did watch it.
So what's the message that Bud Crawford gave to you guys that you can carry out through the rest of the season?
Just work. You know what I'm saying? Let your actions speak louder than your words. Just work. Just work. Just work. You gotta outwork everybody. You don't know who's working right now. You gotta outwork everybody.
TJ Lateef, Husker football players joining us today. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
Yep.
Love you guys.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
And we're out.
Good luck the rest of the season. All right, let's go live to Matt Satilli. Hey, Matt.
Hey Bill, here with Kennedy and Christopher, some more of Bud Crawford's super fans. That's been a theme of the day today. Kennedy, what was this like for you? How fun was this?
This was amazing, and this was awesome to be here.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was when Bud was going.
Yeah, what were you thinking, Christopher, as he was going by? What was going through your head?
I'm just happy for him that he won that title, that he won against Canelo. That's all I want to say right now.
Were you guys up? I know it was kind of late at night, but were you watching the fight?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
What was going through your head as you're watching him fight? He's going back and forth with Canelo.
It was awesome, and it was great, and it was fun to watch him win.
When did you know that he was going to win, Kennedy?
I just thought he was going to win, and then he won.
Yeah? What made you think that he was going to win? A lot of people said maybe he wouldn't win. He was actually the underdog in that fight, but you always believed. Why?
Because he is the best, and he's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT? All right, GOAT status. You heard it from Kennedy here first. Christopher, I heard you met Bud a couple times. Tell me about that.
He's a very amazing guy, very wealthy.
Yep, that's true.
And he's very loyal. So when you guys meet him, just act nice and just say hi.
What's the biggest thing that he's taught you?
Never give up.
Never give up. It's a powerful message. And how do you guys try to take what Bud Crawford taught you? How have you never given up?
Never. I always got my homework done. I always try my best. And that's all I really want to say.
Okay, Kennedy, if you were to share a message with Bud Crawford here on KETV News Watch 7, what would you tell him?
I would tell him, stay proud, stay happy, and always lift your head up.
What a beautiful message. Thanks, guys. How are you planning on spending the rest of your day? It's a beautiful Sunday. It's a Saturday, rather. It's sunny. What's going on the rest of the day?
Go home.
Yup.
Go
Do that homework, right? Never give up. Get ready for school on Monday?
Yep.
All right. Well said. Bud Crawford's lessons, they're carrying on to the next generation. Thank you guys so much. Hope you had fun today.
Have a great day.
All right, you heard it here first, Bill and Julie. Back to you.
We've got young fans.
Yeah, he's got fans of all ages.
Players. What a day.
We're live here at Heartland of America Park where B&B Boxing is here. Some members of Team Crawford have showed up. And, I mean, it's really starting to fill in behind us. There's a live look at the stage where things should kick off here, I don't know, probably 5 or 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, they said they've already started with live music, so. We've got a DJ, Michael Severe's here to lead off hosting this event with Josh Jones. They'll do the national anthem. The mayor's here, give some brief remarks. City council, state senators.
It was so cool to hear from some Husker football players who've supported Crawford through their journey and the message that he gave them, which is just, you know, you get knocked down, you just get back up and you keep going.
I like that he's mentoring them and they are supporting him.
Bud Crawford spoke earlier this morning. Let's go to that right now.
Me putting Omaha on my back since I was a kid, you know, fighting in at the Quest Center in 2006, and everybody coming out to support me as a kid, you know, and me taking that in the ring as a professional, and every fight that I fought in, I'm repping my city and my state, Omaha, because when you look at all these other states and stuff like that, they say, oh, well, I'm from New York, or I'm from Texas, I'm from Chicago. I'm from Omaha, you know, so I'm going to rep my city just like everybody around the world rep their city. So, you know, I love that Omaha is supporting me, and I, you know, love them, you know, and we support each other.
The undisputed 3-division champ, the greatest of his generation, Terrence Bud Crawford. Team Crawford has arrived.
They're carrying the belts right here.
Here are the belts. Dan, can we?
They've got a whole crew carrying the belts. So this is the VIP entrance.
Yeah, this is kind of the way for people to make their way toward the stage. It's a secured off area.
You have to have a special pass to get in this area. Yeah, you have to go in the.
Yep.
Yeah.
Terrence Bud Crawford, never been knocked down, 42-0. He is Omaha's champion. A 2-hour parade just concluded with dozens of sponsors, classic cars, Stormwatch 7, of course, the champ.
There's a ton of security here, and at the VIP entrance, others are trying to enter, and they're kind of sorting people out.
A lot of people trying to get to the champ. Understandable. Let's go live to Pete Cudahy. Hey, Pete.
Bill, Julie, so earlier in the week, I got the opportunity to go to B&B Boxing, and now we've got a group of kids who all go there. So if you guys could tell me, why do you go to B&B Boxing? I know you were going to...
I go to B&B, man, because it's a great community to be around, you know. Great people, you know what I'm saying? It's inspiring, you know, just a great place to be.
Now,
that's where the champ at, right? That's where the champ at. Yeah!
So at this point, I've got, what, this is like 20 kids around me. Do you guys all box? Yeah! There we go. And see, that's the impact of Terrence Bud Crawford. He's brought boxing, well, boxing's been in Omaha, but he's brought it to an even bigger level. Now, guys, tell me a little bit about the parade today. What did you like about it?
It was amazing, man, seeing the whole community come out, man. Shout out to EJ882, you know what I'm saying? I go live every single day. But it was just beautiful seeing everybody here and just, like I said, the community supporting Bud, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always nice. It's always nice. Yeah.
And you guys were on the flow, correct, right? You guys were in the middle of the parade. What did that mean to have, you know, Bud incorporate you guys in the parade?
It's fabulous.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. You heard it here. It is fabulous. Okay, now, who says that they're the best boxer of this group? All right, come here. Adonis, show me some of your best moves right here. Let's see. Why not? Adonis, come on, man. We can't get camera shy. Oh! There we go. Oh, they're just going at it. It is great to have B&B Boxing here. It's great to see the kids in the float, and now you guys are gonna go. Yeah.
I love everybody that's in this gym. They all treat me like family. Everybody. It's fabulous out here. Look, I in the truck, you know what I'm saying? This was the best time I had out here with them.
That's beautiful. And one thing that Terrence and his team talked about again and again is unity. The importance of this parade and the day as a whole. It's a day to come together. It's a day not just to celebrate Bud, but celebrate all of Omaha, all of Nebraska, and honestly, the whole country in general. That's what Bud and his team were saying again and again. So guys, thank you again for coming out. Go enjoy your day. All right, we're gonna send it back to you guys, Julie.
Thanks, Pete. The program has started here at Heartland of America Park.
I believe they're going to start with the presentation of colors, followed by the national anthem. Let's take a live look.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed, and lights last gleaming, whose broad stripe and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, through the night, still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave, of the brave.
Please stay standing. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Dreon. Appreciate it. Please stay standing until the color guard leaves the stage. All right, we'd like to welcome now Jade Dorsey to the stage. This young lady, 13 years of age, is already very accomplished. She's currently the 2025 National Miss Nebraska Superstar with Princess of America pageants. She will sing Lift Every Voice, the Black National Anthem. It fell over.
Hey, if I can please have everybody to please stand for our national anthem. Wow, wow. One more time. That was beautiful. 100%. Wow, thank you. Before we get into our first speaker, now we got more people flowing and going in. If you just now getting here, I just want one more time for everybody to just please look around, because this is what Omaha is all about. And because of you, young fella, one of my friends from growing up, you brought us all together. Everybody, please, before you start talking crazy to me, show some love for Terrence Bud Crawford. He said, can I call him young if he older than me? I'm talking about childish mentality. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. But anyway, listen. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to introduce our first speaker. Our first speaker is from North Omaha. And if you from the area, you know what I mean. He from down north. He's a graduate of Omaha Northwest High School. For 25 years, he was a member of Omaha Police Department's rising in the ranks to deputy chief. In 2006, he was elected Douglas County Treasurer and served the people of Douglas County for 18 years. Let's get some love on that. And ladies and gentlemen, just this past summer, he became our mayor, the city of Omaha's 52nd mayor. In Omaha, he is our first black mayor.
Give it up! Give it up!
So, ladies and gentlemen, with all due love and respect, we got to get back up on our feet for our mayor, John Ewing.
Thank you, everyone. Welcome to our celebration of Terrence Bud Crawford, the greatest pound-for-pound boxer in the history of boxing. We said if Bud can bring home another belt, if he can do something no one else has done, if he can make history, if he can wear that name of our city on his waist and give it to Canelo, well, the least we can do, the very least we can do, is turn out for him. So, Bud, we say thank you. You are our own. You are our homegrown hero, and welcome home. And yes, we greeted Bud and the parade goers with enough traffic cones and barricades to fill Allegiant Stadium. I might add, there wasn't much construction on the street. If you guys didn't hear it earlier, you'll get that later. But all that dirt and dust that you saw on the route is a city in training. Like Bud, a city about to enter the ring. Think of it as progress. So welcome, One Omaha. We've got a great event for you today, starting with this lineup of well-wishers. Please give it up for your North Omaha representative on the City Council, another fighter in the ring for Omaha, City Council member from North Omaha, LaVanya Goodwin.
Get in my way. They gon' know me now, never rest the parlay. I say I'm winning.
Thank you, Mayor Ewing. Aren't y'all excited today? Yes, it's a great day for Omaha. My name's LaVanya Goodwin, and I'm representing Omaha City Council District 2. Thank you to Mayor Ewing, our fellow elected officials, distinguished guests, and good morning to Terrence Bud Crawford. On behalf of the City of Omaha and the constituents of District 2 and our council, I want to congratulate Terrence for his historic boxing victory against Canelo Alvarez on Saturday, September 13th. Yes, we can't stop celebrating that. while from the beginning of that fight, you owned your opponent in the ring. Terrence, thank you for showing us that greatness can begin from humble beginnings in a North Omaha neighborhood on 33rd and Larimore Avenue. Yes. And that skill, discipline, and grit can be refined at CW Boxing Club. You've shown us that greatness can be found in the hallways of Omaha Bryan High School. Terrence, you've demonstrated to us that what greatness looks like on a world stage, whether it's Glasgow, Scotland, Las Vegas, Nevada, or putting boxing back on the map in Omaha, Nebraska. You're prepared, you're ready for the challenge, and sure of success. Here in Omaha, we get to see what greatness looks like in everyday life. Whether it's at B&B Boxing Academy, at a track meet with your kids, or running an errand for a family member, you are like us. You are with us. You haven't forgotten us or where you've come from. Yes, give Terrence a hand for that. Always being real, always being on the ground, always being visible in our community. Terrence, the world's not guessing where Omaha, Nebraska is anymore. And there's no question who you can defeat, because you've defeated them all with your record of 42-0 with 31 knockouts. Yes! Becoming the first male boxer in the four-belt era to be the undisputed champ in 3 weight classes. You've shown us that greatness begins with an unwavering confidence that comes from within and an assurance of purpose from God above. Thank you for being the greatest of all time. We're all taking notes, Terrence. So now everyone again, please join me in a round of applause for the people's champ, Omaha's prime, and the greatest of all time, the GOAT, Terrence Bud Crawford. Woo!
Next, we'd like to bring up North Omaha's own Senator Spivey to give some remarks as well. Senator Spivey.
Turn my music high, 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 yeah.
You don't know what you're doing. All right, good afternoon, how y'all doing? Good, y'all look beautiful, and it is a beautiful day. I am Ashley Spivey, the Senator for District 13 in Northeast and Northwest Omaha, and I feel honored to be able to congratulate Terrence Bud Crawford, Omaha's own, Nebraska's own, but most importantly, North Omaha's own world champion. His hard work and dedication, not only as an athlete, but in the community, is really a testament of what our work is about. As a state senator, we can pull from some of the learnings of Terrence Bud Crawford, of how we fight for all Nebraskans, and most importantly, those that are usually pushed to the margins. And so today, Terrence, if you want to come up here. I reached out to all of my colleagues, and we have a proclamation for you acknowledging your win, the work that you have done, signed by all of my colleagues in the legislative body. Yeah, of course. We are so proud of you. You are amazing, and I am grateful to be able to say that I'm also from Omaha because you are. Thank you.
Next, we will have Senator Terrell McKinney. Please give it up for our longtime Douglas County
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Omaha, and thank you, everybody, for coming out here to celebrate Bud on this historic accomplishment. On behalf of the people of North Omaha, I want to congratulate you on solidifying yourself as the GOAT, bro. It's truly inspiring to see someone from our community become the first male three-time undisputed world champ, and I see the first woman in the crowd as well, Clarissa Shields. What makes it even more special is that I've been watching your journey since I was young, and I honestly can't remember a time when you weren't the best, bro. I still remember watching your fights early on YouTube, and now just watching you on YouTube, on Netflix, is really incredible. Since I met you, you've always been a genuine and solid person and also a great father. You supported me without hesitation when I decided to run for office, and that meant a lot to me. I look forward to what's next in your journey, and now it's time to get Little Tia State Championship in February. Congrats again, and everybody give it up for Bud.
Please welcome our longtime Douglas County Commissioner from North Omaha, Chris Rogers.
Good afternoon. We've heard the words for the last 2 weeks, words like pound for pound, best of a generation, the 4 words debated in barbershops and hair salons all across the country, the greatest of all time. Through all the conversations and through all the debates, it's said that one of the measurements to know if you are in the conversation to be the GOAT is when the story of your time cannot be told without your name at the center. And I think it's safe to say that after September 13th, you cannot have a conversation in the world of boxing without the name of Terrence Bud Crawford. So my understanding is the theme of the party tonight is to celebrate greatness. Question is, how do you act in the presence of greatness? Person says that you don't watch in the presence of greatness. You rise, you learn, you grow, you get better when you're in the presence of greatness. That's what Bud Crawford has done for Omaha. Good friend of mine, a fraternity brother named Miguel Mason, said, Bud survived the politics of boxing. The promoters, the promoting entities not mentioning him. They would give his fights to other fighters. And they would justify giving those fights to him by doubting his resume. Through it all, he showed that greatness does not live in New York. Greatness does not live in LA. Greatness does not live in Chicago. Greatness doesn't live in Atlanta. Greatness lives in 68107. Greatness lives in 68104. Greatness lives in 68110. Greatness lives in 68111. And greatness lives in you, the 402. Congratulations, champ, and thank you for representing the ONE.
We are excited to be joined by 2 members of the Nebraska Cornhuskers football team.
Hey, that part's mine, Mayor.
Oh.
Mayor, the third MC of the event.
Okay.
Let's give it up for Mayor Ewing for taking over the program and doing a great job. Hey, before we bring up the Husker players, we want to give a special thanks to Turki Al-Sheikh for making the historic fight. What he has done for the sport of boxing has been incredible. He believed in Terrence, and he gave him an opportunity to make history. He's unable to attend today's event. We've confirmed that he and Terrence will be celebrating this coming week. So give it up to him for making this happen. Before we bring up the Husker players, because Coach Rule can't be here, there's a whole bunch of other Huskers here. If you guys could stand up, let's give it up to them as well for being up here, being a part of the parade as well. Members of the 2025 Nebraska Cornhuskers. All right, we're excited to be joined by two members of the Nebraska Cornhusker football team to speak on behalf of Coach Matt Rule. First, he's from Papio. He's a starting tight end, Luke Lindenmeyer, and the man in charge of the offensive line, starting center, Justin Evans.
Yo, what's good, Omaha?
We just wanted to come out and just show our support for Bud and just appreciation for all you from Omaha and Nebraska supporting us every week, every season. And I mean, Bud's just been an inspiration to us every week. Seeing him go out there, put it all on the line, his undefeated record to defeat Canelo and prove he's the GOAT and greatest of all time in boxing, and to put Omaha on the map. I mean, from Nebraska, people doubting our football team, they've been doubting Bud, and him to do that is just an inspiration to us. So we just want to show our support, not only him, but all y'all too. Go Big Red.
Go Big Red!
I think many of you, well, some of you are about my age. And when we wanted to know about boxing growing up, we didn't go to the internet. We didn't know what the internet was. We didn't go to YouTube. We went to one magazine to learn. It was Ring Magazine. And so I'm excited about our next speaker to give some insight into the history of Terrence Crawford, the legendary career he has made, and what he has done on September 13th. Please welcome the CEO of Ring Magazine, Rick Reno.
Hey, before Rick do his spiel, I'll be watching you on TV, bro. You always suited and booted. Come on. Hey, but I want to say this first before Rick speaks on his behalf. This parade is being brought to you by Riyadh Season, Ring Magazine, the City of Omaha, and I just want to make sure that, you know, we are able to say that, you know, before, but not from you, but from us, because we appreciate what Ring Magazine does. Also, we want to give a special thanks to Turki Al-Sheikh, His Excellency, for making this historic fight for Bud and Canelo, and what he has done for the sport of boxing. He believed in Terrence and gave him the opportunity to make history. He's unable to attend today's event, but I just want to make sure that that's notarized today. Also, here goes some of the sponsors that helped put on this beautiful event, such as American National Bank, a proud banking partner, CHI Health, Baxter Auto, Laborers Union, 1140, Enterprise Properties, and Rains MP Dodge Supernovas. Thanks.
I just want to say that I've been following Terrence's career for a very long time. Being someone who's from Las Vegas, I knew Terrence's former manager very well, who passed away a couple of years ago. And he was the first person who told me about Terrence. He said, "You got to watch this kid," when Terrence was first starting out. And this guy was kind of like a realist. He would tell me, you know, behind the scenes, you know, this guy's good, but he's going to reach a certain plateau. This guy's good. I got to match him a little bit carefully. But Terrence maybe was one of maybe 2 or 3 guys that he said, this guy is great. This guy, watch out for him. He's going to go all the way. One day, he's like, you don't see it now. He's like, just watch him. He's going to be the man. And on September 13th, Terrence Crawford became the man. He became the man of boxing. And, you know, during my time, especially covering the sport, being at a lot of great fights over the last 20 years, I've seen a lot of guys, I would say, paint a masterpiece in the ring. And I felt that Terrence painted a masterpiece in the ring with what he did against Canelo Alvarez. It was a fight where, I'll admit even myself personally, I had my doubts because I never like to see a fighter move up too many weight divisions. I think it's dangerous. And Terrence proved me wrong. He proved a lot of doubters wrong. And, I mean, he looks just unbeatable right now. I can honestly say that I think in my lifetime, I don't know if I will see another male fighter achieve what Terrence has achieved as becoming 3 times undisputed and making a weight jump. He's only the second fighter, a lot of people don't know this, the second fighter in history to win a belt at 135 and win a belt at 168. And there's a reason he's only the second fighter in history. It's nearly impossible to even mentally think about a guy making that kind of a jump, starting out at 35 and going that high. You would think it's insane. But Terrence has proven he can accomplish things that are insane. And, you know, we at Ring Magazine, we wish Terrence nothing but the best with the rest of his career. We'd like to see him go on, have many more great fights. It's up to Terrence now and what he wants to do in his future. I thank everyone for coming out, and Omaha has a very, very special individual here in Terrence Crawford.
Yes, sir. One more time, Omaha for Rick Reno. There we go. I'm not going to try to incite nothing, but I was about to say, y'all should do 160. But we're going to think about that after, right? So, right now I want to introduce someone else to speak on behalf of Bud. Before we do that, though, I want to make sure everybody, Omaha, we here? We locked in?
Here we go, here we go.
There we go. It's important because we need him to feel the love before he comes up. Because our next speaker is one of boxing's brightest stars and most technically gifted fighters of his generation. He's a world title holder in multiple weight classes, including featherweight, super featherweight, and lightweight. With an undefeated professional record and a growing legacy, he is widely regarded as a future pound-for-pound king in the boxing world. He's family and little bro to Bud, and here to celebrate with us today, from Newark, New Jersey, Omaha, Nebraska. Give it up for Shakur Stevenson.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I came up here. I'm kind of nervous to be talking in front of the public, but I'm gonna be short. But I just want to speak about something that I feel like Bud kind of taught me, and I feel as though it's going to take me farther in life, and I feel like for the next generation and the kids that's coming up behind us to understand. It's one word that I've been thinking about when I wanted to speak about Bud. It's integrity. I feel like integrity is a strong word, and I feel like it's bigger than money, it's bigger than fame, and I feel like Bud Crawford taught me integrity, and it's gonna last forever. So shout out to Bud, shout out to his family. I feel like his family did a great job with him. His coaches did a great job, and everybody surrounding him and supporting him made him into this genuine, strong human being. And I appreciate him for everything that he done for me. So shout out to Bud Crawford, shout out to Omaha, Nebraska, and it's all love.
Give it up for Shakur. All right, this is the part we're supposed to identify some of the celebrities in the audience. Josh is going to help me with that.
I can tell, because the way you're talking, you don't know nobody.
I got Jamar Dorsey, Grambling College. I know him from 100 Black Men. I know that one.
Yeah, me too. I see all my people out here.
What about Clarissa Shields?
Yeah, we got Clarissa Shields up here in the front.
Stand up.
Hey,
girl,
can you stand up, please? Come on, Omaha.
There you go.
Hey, check this out. We got another one. Hey, I said I wouldn't say this, but I got to, because somebody came up to me and said, is that Ghost? We got Omari Hardwick right here. Come on, Omaha. There we go. There we go. That's just 2. Also, we got to show love. Obviously, Shakur Stevenson is here. Come on, one more time for my boy Shakur. Rick, we appreciate him coming to Omaha. Who else we got in the crowd?
They need to get up on D-Smoke. He's in the building. Y'all need to understand about my man D-Smoke.
D-Smoke, where's D-Smoke?
Absolutely, right here,
there we
baby.
go.
Let's go.
There we go.
You can't forget him.
I like that. Hey, if I can't see him, point him out. That's what we about. Who else we got here? Obviously, we got Bud. Whole family. Look, one of my favorite. Grandma Crawford.
Real superstars.
Grandma, it wasn't for her, it wouldn't be you. Oh, yeah, my bad. We got, yeah, I know, my bad. Don't be funny, though, because I ain't saying it. Bud is still Bud. Hey, I got to give a special shout out. My wife and my son, Genoa, is here. Hey, listen, Omaha, I'm going to use this platform to say this. My son's 6 years old. He a lefty, and he liked that. He liked that. I got to get that out. Mayor Ewing, we appreciate you. We got Nebraska here. Who else you got?
What about his boy? Everybody wants to know who the man with the red hat is that's always following him around.
Hey, Wayne Sullivan.
Who's
Come on, Wayne.
Sitting there? What? Everybody want to know who he is.
There we go. That's crazy. You tried to get me, fam. That is crazy. I almost went for it, Bo. And Bo Mac gonna let me do it, too.
All right, everybody, check out the video screen now. The last parade, last event we had, one of the best parts, we're hearing from Bud's peers and friends and people in the boxing industry about him. That's what we're going to do now.
Hey, hold on. Whoa. You're right. Come on, my man. I'll be watching y'all podcast. Stand up. We got Barack and his boy here. They from New York. Hey, we ain't going to do y'all like that in Omaha. It's love everywhere. I had to get that in, Michael. I'm sorry. It's
That's
like
fine.
that with y'all. We appreciate y'all coming.
If the president's in the building, I'm got no problem with that. But the president's in the building, got to announce it. A few of Terrence's friends had a special message for him following the historic win. Check out the big screen.
Bud, what up, champ? Congratulations, man. You did it. I'm so proud of you. You used all my tricks to beat Canelo, just like I showed you. You went in there, and you got it done. Unbelievable, bro. All jokes aside, fucking GOAT shit, man. Congratulations, champ. So well deserved. Salute.
Yo, Bud, what's up, bro? JT here. Just wanted to say congrats, champ. Man, that was incredible. We was all watching. And happy birthday, bro. What was it go?
Hey Terrence, Brooke Nunaviller here with the Supernovas. Just wanted to say congrats on your incredible victory. We are all rooting for you here in Omaha, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Terrence, 42-0, 18 major world championship titles in 5 different weight classes. And as far as undisputed world titles, you've done that in 3 different weight classes. Light welterweight, welterweight, and super middleweight. And what makes it even crazier is you're not even done yet. Congratulations on all your success, my friend.
Terrence Bud Crawford. Can you hear that music in the background? Listen.
We are the champions, my friend.
Boom, boom, boom. And we keep on fighting till the end. And everybody sing it with me. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for loser, 'cause Bud is the champion of the world. I want to say congratulations, my friend. You deserve this day. I love you. Greatest of all time, baby. Man, was that a goat or a sheep? Whatever. You're the greatest of all time, brother. Love you.
That's lit.
Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Shaq is so influential. He ain't here and got us singing. That's crazy.
Now we want to meet the home ground team that has helped Terrence to be the baddest boxer on the planet. The guy I work for, Johnny Rogers, always says, teamwork makes the dream work. Without a team, you can't get it done. The squad is now one of the most sought-after coaching teams in the business, and for good reason. First up, Terrence strength coach, Chet Fortune.
Stand up, Chet.
All right, here we go. Next up, the one and only Bernie the Boxer, Bernard Davis.
No. Come in the front. Come in the front. We want to see you. We want to see you. Come in the front. There we go.
Next up, once a teammate of Terrence's, but now an elite coach, Mr. Red Spikes.
My man Red.
one of Terrence's secret weapons, and a world-class trainer, S.A. Diaz.
Saul, I see you, man.
And last, but certainly not least, the trainer of the year, and Terrence's head coach, Brian Bo-Mac McIntyre.
I see you, Big Bo. Excellent. Hey, low key, I know y'all want Mr. Soda to let it ride a little bit, huh? I'll be feeling that way too, but we on a time. We on a time crunch. All right, so we got Team Crawford up here. One more time, can we acknowledge the majority of what y'all see with Team Crawford before I bring up our next speaker? Please, can we give some love to Team Crawford here? I'm about to say, y'all better quit playing. We don't get this without that. Whoa, 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 no, not yet. I want you to stand up here, please. Because I want to introduce somebody to speak just on behalf of everybody. That's what they wanted me to do. So check this out, Omaha. Our next speaker is a longtime friend of mine, but also a longtime friend and brother and teammate of Bud. He is representing the B&B Sports Academy as Team Crawford's here to hold it down with us today and so much more. Let's please welcome Stephen So Cold Nelson.
Hey, come on, everybody. This is a celebration, man. Come on, give it up. Let's hear it. It's a celebration, baby. Man, wow. This is amazing. This is really amazing. When I go around...
Mr. Soul. You got to be black when you black.
Hey, he made sure he put a little tag in there. But no, man, when I go around and I scream, Omaha, 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 and I think about what Omaha has, like, this is what I see right here. All of you guys. All of you. Every one of you, along with all of us on this stage right here, is making it possible, giving every youth in this community a fighting chance. I want to say this deja vu, but no, it's not a repeat. This level of achievement is totally different than the last parade and any other accomplishment that we have made as a team. But then again, I don't even want to call us a team. We're a brotherhood. And every time we as a brotherhood achieve something, always think, what's next? Then Bud goes and he delivers another amazing achievement that the world say he couldn't do, But I want to say, nothing he's accomplished in his pro career is a surprise to me, because I've always believed in him. Along with everybody on this stage right here, we've always believed in him. And you know what the most amazing thing about him is? The most amazing thing is that he shares his shine with his glory and his accomplishment with everybody around him. Trusting us and giving us the opportunity to share our expertise and our skills to help him develop and be the icon he is today. It's very rare that he goes out and outsources for resources that he already has within his circle. With that being said, I just want to say thank you, bro. Thank you for believing in me, trusting me. With my love of working with the youth and organizational skills that I've learned from the military, he's trusted me to be the operation director of B&B Sports Academy. With my skills in art, he's trusted me to design all his uniforms. With my skills in boxing, he's trusted me to train right alongside him, pushing him, competing with him. And with my competitive attitude, we have spent hours, countless hours in camp, arguing, battling with everything. But you know one thing he always do? That's win. I can't beat him at nothing, man. I try. I try, but every day, like, man, the Stevens, let it go, man. Leave it alone, leave it alone. I'm like, no, we gonna go, you know. But no, on a serious note, Bud, you're a winner, not only in the ring, but in life. And I'm extremely proud and very fortunate to call him my brother.
That's powerful. That's powerful. Okay. So before I bring him up, Bernie the Boxer, let me tell you about what I appreciate about him. And this is since I've been younger, just seeing him. His just pure belief. Every champion needs more than just talent. They need somebody who believes in them and their belief never wavers at all. Somebody who just speaks life in them when the lights are low, and he's the one who keeps the fire burning when the road gets rough. He's seen Terrence greatness from the very beginning and has never been quiet, which we all know, about how amazing Bud is. So Omaha, please, I'm telling you personally, I believe in you and I appreciate you, but I want you guys to make some noise and get louder than he does when he talk about Bud. For Bernard, Bernie the Boxer.
Oh, easy, baby, man. It's your boy Too Short. Take him back with a
Northside, stand up. Northside, stand up. Okay, you know who it is. You know what it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. I say, did you miss me? Yeah, man. Well, like I say, we're here to celebrate Bud. And, man, ever since I met him, he was 7 years old. I knew he had a fire in him. I knew he was something special. And like I say, if he ever would have made it to this platform, he would still been my guy just off who he is. Like he said, the champ said, integrity. I seen that in him at an early age, and the man he's become is just amazing, you know, in and out of the ring, just like a humble guy, a guy that never lets nothing get to his head. He with big people and little people, you know. He treat them all the same, and so I'm so proud of him. And what you see right here, I got this Ring Magazine belt, and you know that's the champ of champs. You hear me? The Ring Magazine belt. And when he won his first world championship, I didn't want to down him. I didn't want to put him down, but I said, Bud, you got to get the Ring Magazine. And that's exactly what he did. 4 times. Let's go, Bud. 4 times. You see him around. You see him around. But no, I appreciate everybody, man. Like I say, Bud, I'm so proud of you. I want to thank my family for supporting me along my way and while I'm gone. I want to give a super shout out to the team because we is the best team in boxing. You know, we got that gumbo. Everybody adds a little spice to it. And you see how it is. We make the recipe for greatness. Let's go.
Give it up for Bernie the Boxer. All right, next up, I always know how well Bud's going to fight. It's always going to be great, but I know how great it'll be by talking to Red in podcasts and other times, and he will tell me what's going to happen. He told me before Arrow spins, so I got the money down. I bet it, you know. And he was right. He told me before it happened with Canelo. I got the money down, and he was right. Bring up Red Spikes to tell us about a special thing they do, a tradition, before every fight in Terrence's corner.
Yeah, that Nas. Mr. So, I love you. Thank you. What's up, Omar? All right. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I want to give a shout out to the team. I'm glad everybody is here for Bud. This is for the champion of the world. This is for Bud, my brother, our brother, Omaha's own. So I'm glad everybody that came and organized everything. I want to give a special shout out to a few people that don't really get no shine. Everybody know who we is. But Paulina, Denise,
DJ Mr. Soul,
Julie, Jessica, Ish, Harrison. That's a part of the team that really rarely ever get mentioned, but they're a huge part of the team. They help us out daily with everything, and I appreciate y'all. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. One thing that we do, I want to take a selfie with the crowd. I did this last time. When they're introducing us as a team, we all put one finger up. If y'all ever watch any of the fights, we all got one finger up, and that represents we number one, okay, in the world. So I want everybody in the crowd to put up one finger. I'm going to take a selfie with the crowd. All right? Matt Bills, where you at? Bud, love you. Love you, champ. That's all I got.
Red Spikes, give it up. Bernie said that it was gumbo. And as you all know, without filet, there is no gumbo. Or maybe I only know that. It's been from New Orleans. But still, the filet in this gumbo, Coach Isao, well, is a special message for the Omaha community, for all the Team Crawford Spanish-speaking fans. Please welcome Coach Isao.
Hi, everybody. I just want to thank God first because He got this beautiful day for us today. And thank you to all of you who came to this celebration for the champ and for the team. And I just have a little story about believing. Like all the other coaches were saying, when we start working together, Bud told me one day, Esau, quit your job. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna fight for my family and for your family. And I believe in him, and he believes in me, and us as a coaches, and we're here now. Ahora en español, para todos los latinos que están presentes y los que van a estar viendo en las diferentes plataformas, muchas gracias por el apoyo que tienen hasta el campeón Crawford. Canelo es un buen boxeador y le ganamos, gracias a Dios, y eso nos cimenta como el peleador número uno del momento. Muchas gracias a todos por el apoyo. Dios los bendiga.
All right, our final speaker from Terrence coaching staff is Terrence's head coach, Brian Bo-Mac McIntyre. Bo-Mac has been with Terrence since the very beginning and has been a guiding force throughout his career. He's the man with the plan, Coach Bo-Mac.
I appreciate everybody coming out and supporting the team, Bud, the city. Man, this is beautiful. It's beautiful, man. Bud, thank you, man. Thank you for trusting in us. You trusted in us to get the job done. I swear to God, if you look at the fight closely, you got to really look at the fight. He did everything we worked on in camp. Everything. From the steps, from the punch selection, from the catches, from the releases. Beautiful. Like Bernie say, just beautiful. Again, thank y'all. I want to hear y'all, okay? What time is it? What time is it? What time is it?
Wow. Overall, can we just give it up for Team Crawford, please? There we go. One thing I appreciate about Bo-Mac is he speaks from the heart, man. And sometimes it'd be hard for you not to get emotional, but I understand the place it's coming from. We appreciate you. Again, Team Crawford. All right. We're going to keep it pushing. So the next person coming to the mic embodies the power of personality. Appointed in June as a community liaison to North Omaha for the mayor's office. She's the bridge. And I mean, when I say bridge, I'm talking about like Golden Gate, like Hey, Chris, the bridge between our neighborhood in North Omaha and City Hall. And not only is she that bridge, she's actually the builder of the road to get the North Omaha across there. That's just straight facts. Her role isn't just a job, it's a purpose. She carries the heartbeat of the neighborhood into every city conversation, and that's why she's earned honors like Urban League of African American Leadership Award, and also Greater Omaha Chambers Changemakers Award. But those awards are only like scratching the surface, low-key. It don't even define the story. Because she's also shaping minds as a professor at both UNO and UNL. Come on. Come on. She's guiding young leaders as a director of programs and strategic partnerships at Epic for Girls and serving as the city's community consultant. And today, she is the official parade planner and coordinator for this exact celebration we had today. Can we be like her, please, and get loud and proud for Miss Raquel Henderson?
I'm going to need you to do it one more time. Well, yeah, not yet, though.
One more time?
I want you to introduce her one more time, just the end part.
Okay.
Iman Saeed, lost child, west of the stage. Please get your child there, west of the stage. I don't even know where I'm at, that side or that side. There's a lost child. Please get your child. All right, now then.
All right.
Go.
We act like we heard everything but the end. Omaha, North Omaha, stand up and please get loud and proud for Miss Raquel Henderson.
Hey y'all, where my? I'm gonna have my stuff ready. They ain't have my stuff ready. Well, we just gonna freestyle. Hey everybody! I hope y'all had an amazing day or having a great time. This is dope. This is just beautiful. Y'all know I love my city. I love my community. First, I want to thank Mayor Ewing and Chief for trusting me with this. I probably drove Chief crazy with my wild ideas, but I still got a job, y'all. Second, I want to thank Team Crawford, Stephen, Julie, and Jessica. Could not have done this without y'all, literally. And I want to thank my personal people who could not have done this without James Jones, Charnel Shelton, Rita Duncan, Andre Rash, Tyrone Marshall. And then lastly, a special thanks to Precious McKesson. Can we show her some love? This would not happen without her. That is my sister, and I love her. I drove her crazy. I got cussed out every day, but oh, y'all didn't hear that. All right, next. On behalf of the mayor's office, we have awards for Team Crawford. Yeah. First, the Mastermind Award, honoring the strategy, vision, and leadership that builds a champion. Brian Bomack McIntyre. Next, Bomack, pose with your award. Next, the Cornerstone Award, recognizing the strength and foundation provided in every corner. Esai Dieguez. Esau, sorry. Put some respect on it. Next, the Steady Hand Award, celebrating consistency, guidance, and unwavering support behind the gloves. Red Spikes. Next, the Sweet Science Award for a lifelong dedication to perfecting and teaching the art of boxing. Bernard the Boxer Davis.
Thank you for this tremendous award. Appreciate you. You got it spot on. Thanks for everybody coming out. I want to give a super shout out to my wife, Nisha, my daughter, Cara, my son, Carter. Auntie, I love you. I appreciate you for everything you're doing, supporting me. I love you guys.
Next, the Renaissance Award, acknowledging versatility, inspiration, and bringing all aspects of the team together. Steve Nelson. He throwing me off. Next, the Guardian Award for protecting the fighter's health, safety, and future inside and outside the ring. Dr. Conroy. And last but certainly not least, Vital. The Fuel to Victory Award, honoring the science and discipline that fuels champions and keeps them ready for the fight. Come on up. Next, the city has a video presentation as well. Cue it.
What's good? This yours truly. This Bernie the Boxer, and I'm sending my heartiest congratulations to the pound for pound king, North Omaha's own Mr. Terrence Bud Crawford, Mr. 3-time undisputed. Keep knocking them out, champ.
Hey nephew, aloha from Hawaii. Just want to wish you a happy birthday. And you had a great fight, and I'm very proud of you.
I just want to congratulate you, Uncle, on your big win. I'm so proud of you.
Congratulations, Uncle Bud. We're proud of you and all your accomplishments. We love you.
What's up with the man? Just want to say congratulations, happy birthday, enjoy your win.
Congratulations, Bud. I am so proud of you. You defied the odds. You showed everyone that determination, courage, and belief can get you anywhere. You shut your haters up. You shut your doubters up. And yeah, now your name is in the history books forever. I'm so proud of you. I love you. And today is all about you.
Congratulations, Uncle. Yeah, keep shining and yeah, you know the rest. I love you.
Hey Terrence, it's Rosendo. I want to congratulate you on your outstanding boxing career. I want to congratulate you on your outstanding victory, and I want to thank you for what you've done for me.
I'm here to congratulate you on making history. Congratulate you on your accomplishment. We're proud of you. Keep going. Keep doing great things. I love you, and happy birthday, dude.
You shocked the world. You did it. You did exactly what you said you were going to do. I'm so proud of you. Dreams do come true. It's your time to shine. I love you.
Hey, Bud. We just want to say congratulations to you on your victory. Just keep on keeping on.
You are the 3-time undisputed champion of the world. Man, that's a blessing. Awesome. So proud of you.
Enjoy your day. And if no one told you today that they love you,
we love you.
We love you.
Congratulations, Bud, on your big win, the 13. Love you and see you this weekend.
Congratulations, champ, on making history and becoming 3-time undisputed, the best to ever do it. Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad.
Congratulations on making history.
Hi, Dad. It's too late. They downed you, but I never did, and I would never. They thought them about something home with us. Now baby. Now I just wanted to tell you congratulations and love you.
Happy birthday, Dad. I love you. Congratulations for your fight. Love you. Bye.
Happy birthday, Dad, and congratulations on your win. I love you.
What's up, Dad? I was trying to tell you congrats on your fight. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. It means a lot to me. Love you.
I'm coming here to congratulate my dad and say we're proud of him. Happy birthday, Dad. I'm proud of you, and I hope you have a good parade and a good party. Happy birthday. Hey, Dad, it's your son Terry. I just wanted to let you know that we're grateful for all the things you've done for us. Happy birthday and congratulations.
Hey, bud. It's Isha, your favorite. I just want to say congratulations to everything you've accomplished and that you definitely the GOAT. We are so proud of you. You made everybody proud. And I just want to say you the champ inside the ring and outside the ring to our family. Me and the kids appreciate everything that you do. We love you. Continue to grow. Continue to show the world who you are. And yeah, congrats and happy birthday. Time to party.
Yes, this is Terrence Allen Sr. Send a shout out to Terrence, Bud Crawford. Happy birthday. Enjoy your day to the fullest. I'm very proud of you. I love you.
All right, my grandson Bud, I am so proud of you. And congratulations for all the fights that you had. Congratulations. Love you.
Congratulations, son. I'm so proud of you. You said you was going to do it. You did it. You made history. Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep your head up. Love you.
Yo, Bud. What's up, bro? JT here. Just wanted to say congrats, champ. Man, that was incredible. We was all watching. And happy birthday, bro. What was it go?
It's your man, Roy Jones Jr. Congratulations, man, to a hell of a victory. Awesome win. And like I told you, they talk about that pound-for-pound neighborhood. You are welcomed now in on our block. You've been welcome on my block because I've been knew what you were a long time ago. I saw you when you started, so I knew what it was. But now everybody understands what it is, and you are now welcome. And gladly for me to welcome you to the pound-for-pound GOAT neighborhood. You heard me? Because you one of them. Peace by the hidden building. Hey, you all in Omaha, y'all should be very proud. Y'all got a real one.
Take me back to the city that I call my city.
Give it up for our champ. Congratulations, bud. Congratulations, bud. Now I'll bring our mayor back up to present gifts. Mayor John Ewing.
So, Bud, if you could come forward, I would like to have the honor of presenting you with the key to the city of Omaha.
Let's go, Bud.
Now, in recognition of Bud being the three-time world champion, the city of Omaha has a special belt to commemorate that.
Come on, Omaha, get loud and proud. Come on, Omaha. Come on, Omaha.
And Bud, I hear tomorrow is your birthday. So let's sing. I'm not going to sing it to the mic, okay? So don't get worried.
Come on, man.
But
We need you.
let's sing happy birthday to our champion.
I'm going to lead it for you. I got you.
Okay.
I got you. Hey, I'll lead it. On three, we going to sing the version they know, then the version we know. You got it? Look at y'all. Look at y'all. Here we go, Bud. This for you, bro. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. 2, 3. Happy birthday. Hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, my guys!
Thanks, Mayor. All right, stand up. All right, stand up. Come on, get up. It's time to introduce the reason why we are here today. His world title run began in 2014 at the lightweight division, and he's since added world championships in 4 more weight classes. In typical Bud fashion, he took on the biggest challenge in the sport on September 13th, jumping up 2 weight divisions to face Canelo Alvarez. Performing in front of a sold-out crowd of 71,000 people at Allegiant Stadium and 41 million more watching on Netflix, Terrence won the unanimous decision victory to become the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. He is the first male boxer in the 4-belt era to unify not 1, not 2, not 3 different weight classes. The super middleweight crown made him a 5-division world champion. He now joins Floyd Mayweather Jr., Thomas the Hitman Hearns, and Sugar Ray Leonard in accomplishing that feat. That's not the only history that Terrence made on September 13th. The sold-out crowd at Allegiant Stadium was the 2nd largest boxing attendance in U.S. history and marks the largest attendance in Allegiant Stadium history. The name Terrence Crawford now sits among boxing's all-time greats. He is the pride of North Omaha, our hometown champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the pound-for-pound champ, Terrence Bud Crawford!
Come on, Omaha! Turn up for the champ! Let's go!
Here's something man.
Go, Bud!
I'm gonna say that for tonight. But first and foremost, I want to thank God for blessing me to be here with you all today, blessing me with the skills to show the world that anything's possible. I want to thank Turkey and Riyadh Season for believing in me as well and putting their belief behind me and, getting the fight done. I want to thank my team, Bomac. Let me get this. I want to thank Bomac. I want to thank Red, Saul, Chet, Bernard, Dr. Conroy, Steven, Paulina, Shakur, Denise. I want to thank Julie. I want to thank Jessica, Ish, most importantly, my brother. I want to thank Harrison, my brother. I want to thank everybody that had a part in making this a success. Mama, Grandma, we made it. We made it. It's been a journey, It's been a journey. I remember, like it was yesterday, I went to quit boxing. It was getting to the point where I didn't enjoy it no more. I didn't love it no more. And Bomac, he always, hey, don't worry about it, man. Just keep going. It's going to all pay off one day. And I'm like, man, fuck boxing. But them having the faith in me and keeping me on the narrow arrow, is what y'all see today. Because without them, I wouldn't be up here right now. Bernard Davis. I can't thank him enough. Rosendo Robles. I can't thank him enough. Because without those two, it's crazy. You know? When you sit down, when I'm sitting here talking amongst y'all, y'all have no idea. Because the competitiveness nature of myself and want to be the best at everything led me back to boxing. The baddest little kid in the gym. I get kicked out of the gym. I say, forget boxing. I go play other sports. Yeah, I'm good at it. Bernard. And Bud, you gotta come back to the gym. Man, I ain't boxing no more, man. Y'all can have that. You know what I mean? So, you know what got me back into boxing? That kid that y'all seen performing at my fight got me back in boxing. Just the thought of people saying that he can beat me, and I haven't been boxing for years, led me back to boxing. And him pushing me and me pushing him, and we competing to be the best fighter in the gym. I want to thank all my fans here that support me. I want to thank. This is bigger than the norm, you know, because I want to thank my urban community. I want to thank my Latin community. I want to thank my white community. And I want to thank my Asian community, my African community. I want to thank everybody because today you see us all as one. You know, and a lot of people always say, how you get the Mexicans to side with you? I said, they my people too. I said so it don't matter if I'm fighting Canelo. Some of the urban community is going for Canelo, you know, so I love how sports bring everybody together, and it's all for one cause, and I kind of got emotional watching, you know what I mean, that stuff up there, because things like this really never happened to me, you know. I appreciate everybody that put that together. I appreciate everybody that continuously supported me along my journey and still support me inside and outside the ring. And a thing that my passion is always been a youth, ever since I was a kid, because I always felt like without those people that took me by the head, or, you know what I mean, by the shoulders and said, Bud, get in line. Bud, you know, get your act together, I wouldn't be here in front of you today. So it's my job to give back to the kids that's in need, the kids that's, you know, need help with things, and be a positive role model to them. A lot of people, you know, that knows me, you know, they know the type of person that I used to be, you know, and I had to change from that person because the little kids was looking up to me, and I didn't want to steer them wrong or guide them in the wrong path. So I made that conscious decision to change my life for the better and for the good. So anybody can change if they want to. Anybody can put good into the community if they want to. It's a choice that they make. We all have choices. We just got to make sure we know when to make the best choices at the best times. B&B Boxing. Me and Bo Mac created that gym, being in that gym when there wasn't nothing in there. It wasn't even open to the public. I didn't even believe in the vision when Bo Mac was like, this is what we're going to do this. I'm like, man, this ain't going to work. We argued tooth and nails. Bo Mac was like, man, just trust me. You trust me with everything else, just trust me. And I trust them, and we got a beautiful facility. But the city gave us some land for that new facility because we outgrew it. So I'm asking y'all, the community, for y'all help to support B&B Sports Academy, B&B Boxing Sports Academy. If y'all can, it don't matter, donate something to the cause so we can have a new facility. I created this facility, me and Bomag, because when I was younger, CW was downtown. There was times that I didn't have no ride, so I had to ride my bike downtown or catch a ride and things like that. And I used to ride my bike in the snow. And y'all know who used to give me a ride and drop me off on the corner? Bomag. Can you imagine being tired from working out for hours and then getting dropped off on a corner like a hoe? We had our days. I remember throwing all this stuff out of his truck and running home. You ain't getting no ride no more, you little black little. I don't care. Tired of you. So I just, ask y'all, for y'all support and helping us make this a success. We don't charge the kids nothing. It's free for all the kids so they can come for a safe environment. So I just want to put that out there, and I thank all y'all, and tonight we're going to have a good time. And if you don't come to have a good time, there's going to be a problem for you. So all y'all, tonight we at the Still House. We're going to celebrate this victory party / my birthday at 12 o'clock. So if you support me, I'll see you there. Thank you, everyone.
Hold on. Before we wrap it up and give the champ all the love and praise, I was told that we got a video for you. And I want everybody to put their attention to the screen, please. Don't say nothing about playing me one-on-one.
I beat you already.
Oh, my God.
Hey, listen. Mayor.
Hold on, stop the video. He got something to say. Hold the video.
I got one thing. Crowd, chant my name.
Well, just get it off after.
I got one thing. Okay, Mayor, can you come here real quick?
Oh, man.
So, this just came to my mind. I got the key to the city, right? A lot of y'all probably don't know, but this is my second key to the city.
Let's go, bud.
So that means today my day, right? Okay, so T, you can have that day, all right? The first key to the city is March 4th, the same day as my son. It's a special day, but at the same time, I would never take the light or take anything away from my son, so he can have that day. But tell me, what do this open?
Today, whatever you want.
Hey, y'all got that on camera? Today, September 27th, anything y'all want is mine. I don't want to hear nothing. If I go in a restaurant and say y'all packed and y'all ain't got no room, I'm going to say, today, thank
Make
you,
some love. All right, can we now turn our attention to the video board on behalf of Bud?
3,000 people came in, supported me every day.
You ready?
It was just a crowd chanting my name. Terrence.
I used to break the times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like
It was a good experience. This ain't gonna do nothing but make me stronger. I'll be back.
That was my next question. What's next for you?
Yeah, turn professional. Look out for me.
And I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it where I view. Got shorty, she tryna bless me like I said I do. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I finished? When I would ask tomorrow, y'all thought it was rented. Flexing on him, so like Papa on his
The Fighting Pride of Omaha, Nebraska, USA. And new Ring Magazine, an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Terrence
There you have it, celebrating the champ, Terrence Bud Crawford. This is just the first part of the celebration. It continues at Steelhouse Omaha tonight.
That is a ticketed event, but all day long we brought you live coverage along the parade route and the speeches and the celebration today. A real community celebration. And then the speech from Bud Crawford showing much humility, thanking so many people and knowing that he didn't do this by himself.
Yeah. Boxer and humble don't often go together, but
No,
that is
they don't.
absolutely what Terrence Bud Crawford is.
He's soft-spoken.
It was a message of unity and gratitude and just being thankful for his roots here in
Thankful
Omaha.
for his community in every part of town. Really cool.
Our coverage doesn't stop here. You can continue to watch our coverage of Terrence Bud Crawford on our streaming only 6 p.m. newscast. And then, of course, at 10 p.m. or after the college football game on KETV.
For more parade stories and coverage of Bud Crawford, go to KET.com. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks for joining us.